Hey, look. Labels blowing up my line and got me missing calls. Told her you ain't gotta hit me till you licking. Feel like ZVF, baby, I be cooler than the mink weather. Make a Coke bottle, give me brain till I think better. Back up on my again, hanging out with Benjamin. Franklin got me stankin' in the Lincoln, talking dividends. Look at what we did again.
Brother D.M.G the poet. Y'all know what it is. Before we get into our spiel, I gotta do my spiel. Let me say God bless to all my Christian brothers and sisters. Let me say Hotep to my Kemetic brothers and sisters. I want to say shalom or shalom to all my Israelite brothers and sisters. I want to say assalamu alaikum to all my brothers and sisters in the NOI. I want to say Islam to all my Moorish brothers and sisters. I want to say peace to all my brothers and sisters in the nation of gods and earth, them 5%ers. I want to say what's up to all my Rasta brothers and sisters. Salute to all my atheist brothers and sisters. What's up to all my Abo brothers and sisters. Big what up to all my Naga brothers and sisters. Last and certainly not least, I want to say Jambo to all the rest of my brothers and sisters all throughout the African diaspora, be it here in the wilderness of the United States of America or beyond. Y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. It's because if you black, I'm with you. And I hope that you with me. Our different ideologies should not keep us from uniting. We can have unity without uniformity. And guess what, family? As hard as it may be, we can disagree without being disrespectfully disagreeable. With that being said, family, let's get into it. Let's get into it, family. We got two powerful brothers here to bring in this powerful, overdue debate. We got the one and only, my captain, your captain. Y'all know who it is. Captain K. My bad. I almost forgot the 10K. Captain K, the Gabor of ISUPK. Under Commanding General Yohana. And y'all know I gotta hit this before the brother say a
Running
word.
this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
What's up with you, Cap?
Put some spec on my rank. You know what I'm talking about? Don't forget that 10K.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
What's going on, man? What's on? Shalom, D.M.G, shalom, brother.
You already know.
Shalom. Yeah. Hey, look, I'm just here to moderate today. You know what I mean? I ain't crushing nobody's religion and breaking up nobody's dream team and destroying nobody's you know what I'm saying? They dreams and they life and they religion. I ain't look, I can't kill nothing who won't nothing die today. You know what I mean?
Boy, I don't even know why I asked, man. Boy, you was gonna get your mockery in, boy. That is crazy. I don't know why I asked. All right, brothers and sisters of Paradigm Shift TV 314 Universe. We got a brother who he been on here before. I've just never had the honor of being on here with the brother. The one and only. I heard he called the Argument King. Somebody told me earlier I ought to be shaking in my boots. I ought to be scared out of my mind. My St. Louis Cardinals hat should be rattling on my head because this is the Argument King of the Black YouTube conscious sectors, Hebrew adjacent, all of that good stuff. So again, the Argument King. That means if it's an argument, this brother got it on lock. They call him the king. The one and only James Cassel, ladies and gentlemen. Brother, what's up with you?
Hey, shalom, peace, and all that good stuff to everybody out there, man. I'm coming in from Houston, Texas, man. You know, I'm an Israelite, but I like to debate all kinds of things, man. You know, that's how I got that title, Argument King, man. And this right here, I feel like it's gonna be an easy argument for me, man. I love you, D.M.G, but I think you on the wrong side of this one here. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and smoke that infamous D.M.G pack. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead and back LeBron and show y'all why he the GOAT.
I hear you, man. But you gonna need more of an argument than than y'all got the same name. You know what I mean? You gonna need more of an You may be the argument king, but that don't make LeBron the king. So we gonna get right on into a cap. You already know the Versus Series rules. That brother got 10 minutes. I got 10 minutes. After we do 2 10-minute rounds, the purpose being I make my argument, I rebut his argument, he make his argument, he rebut my argument. But if we continue to support our argument and rebut his argument in either round, that's okay. Then we go into the most popular segment of the Versus Series, and that is the Q&A. I get 10 minutes to question him. He gets 10 minutes to question me. We also have a 3-minute opening and a 3-minute closing to book in this epic occasion. Cap, I'm going to turn the festivities over to you. I'm not the host of Paradigm Shift TV 314 today. I'm just a participant in one of these epic Versus Series debates. Cap is in charge of the festivities. Let me go on mute and turn my camera off and let Cap do his thing.
All right, we might have to do this like like they do in the boxing ring. Say, all right, brothers, come in the middle, and y'all gonna have to shake hands. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what's going to happen here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I want to see what's going to happen.
Live.
Yeah, there you go. Early and look, we got D.M.G and the Argument King. That I have not heard, and I want to hear this brother present a good argument today. All right. So which brother going for as far as the intro? Who going first on the intro, D.M.G? You or the brother?
I guess I could well, you want to go first, bro? Since you're going first.
Well, since he the I guess since he like to guess. Yeah, go ahead, James. Go ahead, drop it. Give us a spiel. Okay, take 3 minutes. Yep. Go ahead, brother.
All right, I'm gonna make this, simple as I can. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm James Cassel from H-Time, and I'm backing LeBron James as the GOAT. I'm gonna be pointing out this brother's versatility, this brother's longevity. I know how people like to hate on longevity, but that's a plus in any sport. The brother's longevity, all the brother's accomplishments, comparing who had the tougher competition when we talking about getting these rings. We're gonna talk about some rule changes. We're gonna talk about all of it, folks. We gonna really, I'm gonna try to, in this 10 minutes of backing LeBron, really squeeze in as much information as I can to show you exactly why LeBron is the GOAT. I mean, I'm not here to knock Jordan. All of us love Jordan. All of us grew up watching Jordan. But I think we're more enamored with the legend that is Jordan than the actual facts. We more caught up in how we felt growing up and being blown away by this game and him being the main guy than we are about what the numbers say. So that's what I'm going to focus on today. I'm going to focus on what the numbers say, not my emotions, not how I feel, because I'm going to put it out here now. This is going to surprise a lot of people. I am not a LeBron James fan, okay? I grew up not liking the dude whatsoever. Okay, but the facts are the facts. When you look at the numbers, when you look at this man's accomplishments, this man is the greatest basketball player to ever play the game. And if you put him in any other era than the era he was in, where he was sandwiched between two dominant dynasties, then he would be unquestioned. He would have went, if he was in Jordan era, he would have went 10 years. Winning rings, untouched, unchallenged. Wouldn't have been just 6. But you know what? I'm gonna yield the mic now because that's all I gotta say in my intro. I'm ready to go.
Wow, the brother left a whole minute in that thing. And that's kind of interesting. That you're not even a fan of LeBron James, but you all said that you coming with the facts, saying that he is the greatest. He is the GOAT, all right, of all time. I hear you. I hear you. All right. So you sure you don't want to take them last 30 seconds to say anything, brother? Or you done?
I'll say one quick thing. My favorite player of all time is Akeem Olajuwon, for the record.
Well, why didn't you put him on the fire?
Because there's a difference between who you love and who's the greatest. You know what I'm saying? I love Olajuwon, number one. I'm from Houston. And to me, he's the greatest Rocket to ever play. So that's my guy. And I grew up watching him too. But when we talking about the GOAT, that's LeBron, bro.
Okay. Okay. All right. D.M.G, it's on you. You heard the argument, King. All right. Uh, I hope you got something on there, brother. Let's see.
Yeah, Cap. You can start my time. I'm kind of mad at you right now, but you my man. But I'm kind of mad at you for even giving this brother the opportunity to extend his rhetoric. It's good that the brother not a fan of LeBron James. I actually am. I'm a fan of LeBron James, the man. I'm a fan of LeBron James, the father. I'm a fan of LeBron James, the husband. By all accounts, he excels at those things as a younger man. Or I should say as an older man, watching him as a younger man with the status and the money he has, him being exemplary for the number of years he has been, it's amazing to watch. As a basketball player, I'm a fan. I believe he's the most talented player I may have ever seen. But this ain't about who's the most talented. This is about who's the greatest player. And we have to judge that based on their NBA careers because that's the only comparison that we have. And when we compare NBA careers between Michael Jordan and LeBron James, I'm going to show everybody watching why this is one of the dumbest questions in sports history. There is no comparison between Michael Jordan and LeBron James. There is no bar to set. Michael Jordan didn't set the bar. Michael Jordan is the bar. And I'm gonna make everybody understand that when this debate is over with. You don't compare a Big Mac to a Wagyu ribeye. You feel me? And that's what we doing. A Big Mac tastes good to a lot of people, but it ain't a Wagyu ribeye. You don't even compare it to a Kobe steak. Just like you don't compare a LeBron to a Kobe, never mind a Jordan. And I'm gonna make everybody understand why that is. You got the bar and you got everybody reaching for the bar. And I'm gonna show everybody why Jordan is the bar. That's all I got.
All right. You want to take your last 30 seconds or you done?
30 seconds. Michael Jordan, everybody talk about Steph Curry and how great Steph Curry is, and I agree. They talk about how good a coach Steve Kerr is. When Steve Kerr got out of line with Michael Jordan, he got his eye black. When LeBron James' teammate got out of hand with him, tossed up his mama, he had to get an IV because he was laid out in the locker room. It's levels to this, and LeBron James ain't on that level when it comes to Michael Jordan. That's all I got.
That was 30 on the dot. And what that mean, brother? I extended his time.
Never mind, Cap. Never mind, man. Never mind. It's all good.
Oh man, because I thought I had the clock set. All right, and the clock is set. I'm putting it on 10 right now.
Okay.
All right. So it's on James. James, you there, brother?
Yeah. I was just gonna pull up my screen and ask you, could you see it?
The GOAT debate. Yep, I can see it.
All right,
I
cool.
see it says the GOAT debate. All right, so your time gonna start, brother, when you start talking.
All right, cool. All right. So we here today for the GOAT debate. We ain't here to talk about Kobe. We ain't here to talk about nobody else. We're here to talk about LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Who is the GOAT? And that's what we're here for. Again, like I said, my argument for LeBron is longevity and consistency. In order to be the GOAT in any sport, you have to play it for a long period of time. We talk about Wayne Gretzky, played for a long time. We talk about Tom Brady, played for a long time. You want to talk about any GOAT, Emmitt Smith, played for a long period of time. You have to do that in order to even be in the GOAT conversation. So LeBron's played for 22 years at this point, went to the finals 8 consecutive times, 10 overall, and won 4 rings. And there's a reason for that, something Jordan never had to go against. And I'm going to get to that later. Again, his sustained excellence averaged 27 points, 7.5 rebounds, 7.4 assists, 1.5 steals, and 0.7 blocks, shooting 50% from the field and almost 35% from 3 from his career. Something Jordan couldn't shoot the 3 ball like that. He couldn't. While Jordan played 15 years with 2 retirements, averaged 30 points, which is great if you had the rules he had. Only 6.2 rebounds, only 5.3 assists, shooting less than 50% from the field, and shooting a measly 32% from three-point line. All right. So, and we know about LeBron's most recent achievement at 39, won for the 2024 Olympics on a star-studded cast, undefeated on the gold medal run, with a far more competitive international field than Jordan and them ever faced. Okay, so he even surpassed them on the Olympic level. LeBron's all-around versatility. There is no position on the court that LeBron cannot play and play well. Play well. He's played every position on the court. Lately, in the championship run with the Lakers, he even put him in every position on the court that he's played. While Jordan, he mainly played shooting guard. He played point guard. You can say that for one season. And he did great in passing. And that's because he was forced to do it because they need to teach him how to pass the damn ball and how important it was because he was a ball hog. And that's why they always lost. Impact on team dynamic. The fact that LeBron can play any position and play it well means you can play him in any lineup with any array of players, which explains why he's been so great for so long in his career, no matter how bad his teams were. When we know when Jordan had bad teams, he couldn't get out the first round if he made the playoffs. Playmaking and overall basketball IQ. Like the brother was saying, he can't say that LeBron ain't the most talented player ever. Why? Because he does everything well. It's nothing he don't do good on the court. LeBron is 4th all-time in assists with 11,082 and still counting. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna be up to 3rd before this is over. Before this year is over with. Jordan is at 51st with only 5,633. All right. Assist to turnover ratio, yeah, Jordan is 0.01 better, but when you look at the volume of passes, it makes LeBron's accomplishment far more miraculous than Jordan with them few assists. Then again, overall basketball IQ. He is compared to one of the players who is thought to have maybe the highest basketball IQ of all time in Magic Johnson, and with the passing ability of it. But he also has a scoring ability that's so passe that you don't even realize how he got so many points by the end of the game sometimes. Team impact and overall leadership. LeBron has done something Jordan couldn't dream of doing. Jordan couldn't be successful with 2 teams, let alone 3. And he did it in his old age in winning the championship with the Lakers. Jordan was a straight bum. Well, I won't say he was a bum. His team, the Wizards, were bums of the NBA when he was on. in his late years. And again, I already mentioned his Olympic leadership and a star-studded cast with the greatest players on the planet. He still shine as the best on the court, bar none. People like to talk about Steph Curry's accomplishments just like they like to talk about Ray Allen's accomplishments by hitting them shots, but they never talked about all the scoring and impactful defensive plays LeBron made all the way up to
5 minutes.
Put him in that position. You said 5 minutes?
Yes, 5 minutes ago.
All right, appreciate it. Again, carrying inferior teams deep into the playoffs. We talking about 2007 Cavaliers when this man was only 22 years old. A team that I would argue that Jordan wouldn't even get to the playoffs. This man took to the finals at 22. Jordan didn't sniff the finals at 22. 2015 carried the Cavaliers to 6 games against the 67 win Warriors, despite injuries to Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. And had them so scared they had to go sign. I ain't even gonna let me not even get over how scared he had the Warriors, who was one of the best teams ever, that they had to go sign KD because they were scared he was coming again. 2018 Cavaliers, after Kyrie Irving left, Kevin Love played solid, but other than that, the roster was inconsistent. I mean, there was players in and out. Some players only played 15 games, some only one. I mean, it was just so jammed, and he still took them to the finals. This first roster, this is his 2007 roster. Larry Hughes, supposed to be the second best player, didn't even show up in the playoffs. But and this right here would be the 2018 roster, where you see how long the roster is because you had players just in and out everywhere. Level of competition in the finals. Jordan's, whatever. Who had the tougher opponents? Like I said, LeBron was sandwiched between dynasties, not just two. It was actually the Pistons, what some argue was a dynasty during that time too, when he was just coming up. But he was sandwiched between dynasties like the Warriors, who had multiple finals MVPs, multiple All-Stars, and Steph Curry, arguably, the greatest shooter of all time, and in conversations for the greatest point guard of all time. And then you had the Spurs, who had Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and for one of them years at least had Kawhi Leonard on there in order to beat him. And then with Jordan's opponents, you had the Utah Jazz, the Phoenix Suns, the Seattle Supersonics, teams that never won a championship. Whatever with them. Adapting to changing rules. While they changed rules to benefit Jordan, there were rules changed to slow down the offense, like the implementation of zone defenses, where players wouldn't get in trouble for double teaming or flooding the paint.
2 minutes.
Thank you. Double teaming or flooding the paint, which is where everybody rushes the paint to keep the player from coming in with the ball like they do to LeBron, but they couldn't do to Jordan. Like I said, double teams, even though it may not be as physical, the defensive schemes were far more complex during a LeBron's era. And we talked about the rule changes. Let me from heavy post focus to perimeter oriented. Statistical dominance and record breaking. Again, LeBron surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the all-time leading scorer. There's nothing you can say to me about Jordan's points per game when this man is the all-time leading scorer ever, made the most buckets ever in the NBA. And he's top 10 in points, assists, and rebounds. And if I did top 25, that would have been about every statistical category you can name. And again, I named that he won gold undefeated against a far superior field in Olympic play. And again, the case for LeBron is longevity, versatility, playmaking, high IQ, leadership, adaptability, overcoming far superior finals competition, continued dominance in the Olympics. And again, he just achieved so much more. And I just want to look at, some of the accomplishments of Tim Duncan in the time I got. 5 championships, 14-time All-Star. This is the greatest power forward ever of all time. that he had to go against. And I've already talked about how great Steph Curry was. And I yield.
17 seconds on the clock.
And I yield.
All right. He say yielding this time, D.M.G. All right,
Man,
the brother.
hey,
Listen. His
the brother was just, I was like on the edge of my seat with that. Like, woo, like I got chills like running through me, man. Like that was amazing. He made LeBron sound so amazing, and I agree. LeBron is like he top 5 all day. Top 5 all day. Go ahead, Cap.
But not the GOAT, huh?
Hell no.
Okay.
We gonna get into that.
Okay, no sweat. Real quick, the brother, he did put up some stats. You understand? I mean, my brother brought a PowerPoint. You understand? He brought a PowerPoint to this thing, DMG, to show you that LeBron James is the GOAT. That's what he said. Now, you got to turn around, and now you got to prove yours. Now you got to come with yours.
Now I gotta come with
yours.
I gotta come with mine, man.
So now I got 10 minutes on the clock waiting on you to start talking, brother. As soon as you start talking, your time will start.
All right. Let's go ahead and get into it. Who's the GOAT? LeBron James or Michael Jeffrey Jordan? The GOAT argument, the debate over the greatest basketball player of all time, often narrows down to 2 figures, Michael Jordan and LeBron James, both transforming the game and leaving lasting legacies. However, Jordan's career achievements, impact on the global stage, and dominance in critical moments place him ahead of LeBron in many key areas. Intro continued. Key areas of analysis: career accomplishments, statistical dominance, clutch performances, and cultural impact. Career accomplishments: Jordan's unmatched legacy. Championships: Michael Jordan's 6 championships without a single finals loss remains an iconic achievement. In contrast, while LeBron James has 4 championships, he faced 6 finals losses. He's 4-6 in the finals, which highlights a gap in dominance on the grandest stage. Awards and accolades: Jordan holds 5 MVP awards to LeBron's 4, despite playing fewer seasons. Jordan also has 10 scoring titles compared to LeBron's 1, emphasizing his offensive dominance. Moreover, Jordan won Defensive Player of the Year in 1988, demonstrating his ability to excel on both ends of the floor, an accolade LeBron has not accomplished. But I got sources, y'all, because this is the community where they say source up or shut up. Kayoki Kawashi, Michael Jordan and the Birth of a Global Icon, University of Illinois Press, 2012, and Kirk Goldsberry, Basketball Statistics and Their Significance, Insights into the GOAT Debate, MIT Press, 2018. Statistical analysis: Jordan's peak proficiency. Scoring: Michael Jordan averaged 30 points per game throughout his career, the highest in NBA history. LeBron averages 27.2, ranking lower in scoring efficiency despite playing in a more offensive-friendly era. My brother talked about those rule changes. There are a lot of rule changes that would benefit Michael Jordan today. Like there's no hand check on defense. The floor is spread more. It's more of a perimeter defense. Jordan played 2 guard. It was literally his job to score. Jordan also leads in PER with a 27.91 career average, the highest all time. further indicating his unmatched impact per minute on the court. Playoff dominance. In the playoffs, Jordan's scoring averages rises to 33.4 per game, a testament to his elevated play in critical moments. LeBron's playoff average throughout his average is impressive, though, at 28.7 points per game. This does not surpass Jordan's ability to consistently deliver in high-stakes environments. Advanced metrics. In terms of win shares per 48 minutes, Jordan also holds an edge with a 0.250 compared to LeBron's 0.229. This reflects Jordan's ability to consistently contribute to winning at a more efficient rate, despite playing fewer games overall. I got sources. Dean Oliver, Basketball on Paper, Rules and Tools for Performance Analysis. Brassey's 2004. David Berry, Stumbling on Wins. Two economists explore the pitfalls on the road to victory in professional sports. The Free Press, 2010. Clutch Performances, Jordan's Dominance Under Pressure. Game winners and finals performances. Michael Jordan is renowned for his clutch performances. He hit iconic shots like the shot over Craig Elo and his game winner in the 1998 finals against the Utah Jazz. Jordan also averages 33.6 points per game in the finals, further demonstrating his ability to rise to the occasion when it mattered most. LeBron in the clutch. While LeBron has some clutch moments in his finals record, it reflects a more inconsistent pattern of success. Jordan's ability to elevate his game in pivotal moments reflects in his undefeated finals record, and it remains unparalleled. Mental toughness. Jordan's unyielding competitiveness, often termed killer instinct, separates him from LeBron in psychological terms. While LeBron has evolved into a clutch performer, Jordan's ability to maintain unrelenting focus and performance under pressure distinguishes him as a more reliable figure in high-stakes scenarios. Final argument. Jordan's combination of championships, individual accolades, killer instinct, defensive prowess, and global impact solidify his legacy as the greatest of all time. I got more sources. Roland Smith, Playing Through the Pain, Michael Jordan's Psychological Resilience, University of Chicago Press, 2009. David Berry, The Wages of Wins, Taking Measure of the Many Myths in Modern Sports, Stanford University Press, 2001. Cultural and global impact, Jordan's legacy versus LeBron's influence. Global icon, Michael Jordan transcended basketball to become a global icon. His influence was felt worldwide through his partnership with Nike and the Air Jordan brand, which helped globalize basketball. Jordan also spearheaded the NBA's rise in popularity during the 1990s, turning the league into an international phenomenon. LeBron's social influence. While LeBron has leveraged his platform to champion social justice causes, Jordan's influence in making basketball a global sport surpasses LeBron's impact. Jordan's cultural footprint, from his global endorsement deals to his role in popularizing the NBA overseas, remains unmatched. Long-term cultural relevance. Even after retirement, Jordan continues to influence the sport. His competitive legacy, leadership as an NBA owner, and presence in the cultural consciousness sustain his status as the most culturally influential basketball player ever. Scholarly sources: Walter Lieber, Michael Jordan and the New Global Capitalism, W.W. Morton and Company, 1999. Michael Eric Dyson, The Black Athlete in America, Sports, Power, and Resilience, Hatchet, 2019. And there are more references. You can pause this part and you can look up those references on your own. Check them out. I'm not just pulling this out of my butt. The NBA is what it is
2
today
minutes.
because of Michael Jordan. There would be no LeBron if he didn't watch Michael Jeffrey Jordan. LeBron got a $98 million shoe deal from Nike coming into the NBA. Nike wouldn't be Nike if it weren't for the performance of Michael Jordan, because he is the greatest of all time. His legacy is unmatched. His record is unmatched. He counting the rings off to you right now. LeBron, we'll get into LeBron in the next round. Salute to the family. I'm going to leave it at that.
Brother, you got a whole minute left. You done?
Yeah, I'm done. That's it, Cap. That's it.
All right. Okay. Well, I must say this. All right. I am very impressed with you brothers' PowerPoints, y'all slides. You understand? Of course, I'm not like a diehard basketball fan. You understand? I like LeBron and I like Jordan. I'm gonna say who I like at the end once it's over. All right, since I'm just moderating. But you brothers brought some good points out. You understand? Y'all brought the stats out. Hey, good first round for both of the brothers. All right, now I believe it's on D.M.G. It's on you this time, right? Because he went first, so now it's on you, correct?
No, it's on me. It's the question and answer where it switch.
Yeah. Remember, that's what I was trying to tell you at the beginning. We gonna keep it me, him, me, and then in the question and answer round, I'm gonna go first.
Okay, cool. All right, well, brother, it's on you again. We put this 10 back on here. Let me put this 10 back up here for you. Yeah, because all I used to do was I just used to wear the Bulls coat. You understand? I told my daddy, get me a Bulls coat. That's what I want for Christmas. I told my daddy that one year, and he went and got me a Bulls coat. All right, so I just used to watch the games. But you brothers are very serious about this. So I'm finna let you get to it, brother. When you speak, your time will start.
All right,
All right,
cool.
you got it.
All right, great. I think the brother made some okay arguments. Others I think were kind of weak. I'm gonna make this brother answer this in the question and answer period, because this brother gonna actually explain to me what the hell a source from 1999 got to do with the Jordan and LeBron debate or weighing in on it when LeBron was still in high school, a freshman with me in high school. Come on, bro. You're going to have to get them sources to be up to date. All right. But anyway, one of his starting arguments, and he continued with it, was Jordan's dominance. Jordan was 6-0. And if that's the case, and that's such a great argument, why isn't John Havlicek? He was what, 8-0 in the finals? Why isn't Bill Russell? He was 11 what was he, 11-1 or something like that? Why he ain't showing them? It ain't got nothing to do with that win. That don't mean nothing but that you have a good team, which is what Jordan had during them dominant years. The best team in the NBA, the best bench in the NBA during those dominant years that he had. And as Larry Bird and Dennis Rodman said during the time, the league was watered down. They had expanded the league by multiple teams and spread out them players off of those dominant teams that was on, like the Lakers and the Celtics, which kind of watered down the league. And what did Jordan do? He went and grabbed players from the Pistons and grabbed almost a whole bench and brought them over there to him. He went and collecting players. So now we ain't gonna let that argument fly. And then we talking about LeBron, who had to go against the 73-9 Warriors, which is the greatest record ever in NBA history, and the Popovic coached and Tim Duncan led Spurs. Jordan ain't have to go up against nothing like that, and the brother ain't answered for that yet. Another argument that he put up is that, oh, well, Jordan has a defensive player of the year and LeBron don't. There is not an analyst in sports. There is nobody in sports who don't sit back and say that that made no sense, that LeBron did not get the defensive player of the year they gave it to Mark Cassel, who was on the second team all defense. No analyst argues that LeBron shouldn't have gotten that when he was the runner-up for it, and somehow the dude on the second team gets it over him. Made no sense. He was the most dominant player offensively and defensively that year, bar none. He should have swept the board. But because people like to protect Jordan's legacy and get so enamored with, oh, I grew up watching him and it's the great MJ, his airness, that they didn't want to give LeBron what was due him. All right. Next is he argued about, oh, Jordan, he scored all these points. Yeah, teams knew Jordan could score. They used to let, like the Celtics used to say, yeah, we let Jordan score all the points. He can score 63. He ain't going to win a game. The game is about more than scoring points. Y'all like to hang y'all hat on that. That's why I talk about LeBron being the greatest, because he scores, he rebounds, he gets assists, has a high IQ, gets his teammates involved, knows where his teammates are going to be, and he knows where the other team's team is going to be. Another one, he talked about clutch performances. Like people, again, like I said, this is stuff where people caught up in the legend that is Jordan. Nobody has made more clutch shots than LeBron James in the playoffs. Nobody. And guess what? He did it at a 47.6% clip, while Jordan's at a 45.5% on less shots. So you can't sit here and try to make that, oh, he's clutch. Y'all don't look at basketball. Y'all caught up with legends, bro. That's what y'all is. Because LeBron can be argued to be the most clutch player ever. And he brought up Kobe and tried to slide him in. We ain't going to get on his inefficiencies shooting clutch shots. He just jack up shots all day. And then one of his closing arguments he made was about, oh, Jordan was this global icon. Yeah, he was a global icon in a very small media era. We are in the greatest media era of all times, and LeBron is everywhere, bro. Jordan has to make documentaries to get back into public talk. LeBron's still playing right now, adding to his legacy. Every game that play, that all-time scoring thing gets bigger and bigger. Oh, he closing in on the all-time assists. He closing in on the all-time rebound. Closing in on the all-time. Come on, he closing in on everybody with every game he played. But he did it in the social media era. You got to keep that in the social media era. There's no time you can be bigger than right now. So he is the greatest global icon and ambassador of basketball in the greatest media era of all time, brother. Now, we can talk about how iconic Jordan is for helping spur it and make it global. But when we talk about who is the greatest and the masses appeal ever, it's LeBron, because he's in the greatest media time ever. And we've been watching him since he was a puppy. We ain't come up on watching him once he became something. We've been watching him since he was a puppy in high school. Come on, man. People grew up. We watched him grow up. Come on, man. That don't even make sense, bro. I mean, it's a good argument, again, for expanding the popularity, but being the greatest ever? Man, come on. That don't even make it. So this brother, again, his arguments sound good on the surface level, but when you really dig into him and look at him, like, of course, if I put LeBron and Jordan era, LeBron would average 5 to 10 more points a game, bro. Because they wouldn't be able to double team LeBron. They would get illegal defense. They wouldn't be able to flood the paint. Well, next thing you know, 4 players are in the paint to stop him from getting to the goal. He would have free lanes to the goal just like Jordan had. All he would have to do was jump up over the 7-footer standing there with his hands up. And then shit, excuse me. And LeBron's 6'8", can jump as high as Jordan, run as fast as Jordan. You can't knock him out the air like you knock Jordan out the air. He going through you. So if he played in that era, he would score more points. Hand checking isn't effective on big players. It wasn't very effective on Magic. And Magic wasn't nearly as athletic. He couldn't jump nearly as high. Wasn't nearly as fast. Couldn't move his feet nearly like LeBron James. If it didn't work on him, it can't work on LeBron. If Jordan could get to the cup like he did, without all, like I said, the double teams and all that stuff, LeBron's going to do it even easier. And you got to remember, he came in playing a point guard. So he would have been matched up against guards in that era, wouldn't know what to do with him. Come on, bro. This ain't even making sense. You couldn't put him on a power forward in that era. Power forward was the
2 minutes
that just played defense and hit people hard when they came to the paint. He wouldn't have been fast enough to keep up with LeBron. You couldn't put a small forward on him either. He'd be too little in that era. If you put LeBron in Jordan era, he wins 10 rings, unchallenged, a dominant force on both ends of the court that can't be touched. That's what would happen if he was in that era. And he won't talk about those things. He only talk about the things that make Jordan look good from scholars from 1999 before LeBron ever even touched the basketball. So they ain't even have him to compare him to. That's what he do, man. But I'm going to give you the facts, and I'm going to show you how his argument is weak and show you why I'm the argument king, man. And I yield the rest of my time. I don't need no more.
All right, the brother is yielding 1 minute and 8 seconds. Sure you don't want to add nothing else to that, brother?
Nah, I'm
done?
sure. I'm done.
All right.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Hey, I am thoroughly entertained. You hear me? It's on you, Cap. Go ahead.
All right, no sweat. The argument king done landed with 1 minute and what he had 8 seconds left. And he said he ain't got nothing else to say. He said he made his point. He's saying that guess who? LeBron James is the GOAT. That's what he said.
That's what he
and
said.
Now, that's what he said, D.M.G. Now you got to come because he said something about 1988. Is that what he said?
Yeah,
let's Michael Jordan.
Let's get into it.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah,
when you get to talk, brother, I got you. Let's get it.
So the brother referenced one of my sources being from 1999. The reason it's from 1999 is because we're talking about encapsulating entire careers. I'm not measuring Jordan against LeBron. Remember, I said Jordan was the bar. I'm measuring Jordan against Jordan because I have to. I'm talking about his entire career. I'm not talking about LeBron. I'm telling you why Jordan is the GOAT. So I can go back to 1984 when he first came into the league if I need to. So I don't know what that was all about, but if he the argument king, then he know if we arguing about careers, then we talking about the entire scope of their career. But again, he even brought up LeBron's competition in the finals, and we're gonna talk about the competition between the two eras as it pertains to who these brothers faced in the finals, and the disparity ain't what y'all think it is. However, there is a great disparity between Hall of Fame and future Hall of Fame teammates between these two great athletes. But we're going to get to all of that. Shout out to the argument king. Let's get into it. GOAT. Y'all know what that stands for, the greatest of all time. Now, while Michael Jordan is better overall than LeBron James, championship dominance, as I already said, 6 NBA championships with the Chicago Bulls with an impressive 6-0 record, 6 finals MVPs. LeBron has 4 championships, but with a 4-6 records. What's the analysis? Jordan's perfect finals records reflects his dominance when it matters most. My brother talked about how LeBron has hit a gang of clutch shots in the NBA playoffs. Show me one that LeBron hit in the NBA finals. LeBron has made more finals appearances, but his win percentage is notably lower. Key point, Jordan's ability to consistently close out series and dominate at the highest stage gives him the edge in championship dominance. Jordan never let a final series get to 7 games. LeBron can't say the same. Scoring and offense, clutch and killer instinct. Jordan's stats, 6-time scoring champion, career scoring average of 30 points a game, holds the NBA Finals single game scoring record. LeBron, 1-time scoring champion, career scoring average of 27, more assists, and facilitates offense, but with fewer scoring titles. Analysis, Jordan was known for his killer instinct and close out games and his ability to take over games offensively. Key point, Jordan's clutch factor and scoring dominance, especially in key moments, distinguish him as the superior offensive threat. Like we all seen LeBron James, 3 seconds on the clock, this dude passing it. And then when they missed the shot, he got his arms open looking at dude like, why you ain't hit it? Why you ain't take it? You the GOAT. Defense and versatility. Jordan's defense, 9-time all defensive first team. 1988 defensive player of the year, known for his intense defensive pressure. LeBron, 6-time all defensive first team, but has not yet been as consistently dominant on defense in recent years. Analysis, while both players are versatile defenders, Jordan's dedication to defense was a defining trait throughout his career. Jordan's superior defensive accolades and consistent two-way play make him a more complete player. Like you don't see Jordan flopping. Like the brother talked about what LeBron would do in the 1990s. I see LeBron flopping a lot. I see him crying a lot. I see him running to the ref a lot. I see as soon as he get a hand check on him, he start flailing and whining and throwing his hands up, looking at the ref with his hands out, down on his knees. I remember in a game against the San Antonio Spurs, it was their second consecutive attempt at winning a title in Miami. LeBron got down on his knees and he was clenching his legs and he said he was cramping. And 2 other players came and picked him up, and LeBron say they trying to sweat us out, dog. They trying to sweat us out. Like they had him mic'd up, like you could hear him audibly say this. They trying to sweat us out, dog. Like, bro, like, can you imagine Michael Jeffrey Jordan talking about somebody trying to sweat him out in a game? Is this your GOAT? Hey, bro, if you don't drink some Powerade, some Gatorade, which I think he was sponsored by Powerade. If you don't drink some Powerade and get your ass up and dribble, hey, man, listen, the brother, I want y'all to understand, the brother was complaining about cramps in an NBA Finals game. You know, we talk about Michael Jordan, you talk about the flu game. Huh? Some people say he got food poisoning. I don't know if you ever been food poisoning, but see, I done sat down on that porcelain throne, and I'm talking about it's one end and it's out the other end. I'm talking about trash can to the face while you're sitting on the toilet. That was food poisoning for me. Michael Jordan went out and dumped 40 plus. I know it's some dehydration issues when you constantly got bodily fluid, when you losing bodily fluid. But my man dropped 40 plus. LeBron say, they trying to sweat us out, dog. My legs cramping. Is this your GOAT? Hey, man, like the Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks in 2011, I ain't never seen nobody nut up in a finals game like in a finals series like that ever. And this is y'all GOAT. See, we're not talking about talent. We're not talking about versatility. We're not talking about somebody with the ability to go out and get a triple-double, because that's nice. I love it. like that's why Grant Hill was one of my favorite players. Because what people don't tell you is before the ankle injury, Grant Hill put up the same numbers as LeBron, 27, 8, and 8. Like we've seen this before. Jason Kidd was a triple-double waiting to happen. We've seen LeBron before. What we've never seen, and we never will see again, is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Real quick, if you can do the math, you can see Hall of Fame opponents for LeBron James in the NBA Finals. I even got the Boston Celtics, who he didn't meet in the finals. He met them in the Eastern Conference Championships because I didn't even want it to look like the disparity was that bad. I didn't. So, but one I didn't add was James Harden. So if you look at the NBA Finals, like for real, you can put up Russell Westbrook. You could take the Celtics off and you could put Russell Westbrook and James Harden and Kevin Durant. And you still got about 12 people. Let's say you take the 4 Celtics away, right? So that leave you with, what do we have here? 4, 7,
2 minutes.
10. If you take the Celtics away and you add James Harden and Russell Westbrook, you got 8 Hall of Fame or future Hall of Fame players that LeBron faced in the NBA Finals. Right? But if I keep the Celtics up there, who he faced in the Eastern Conference Finals, they made him cry and take his talents to South Beach, then you could say for, what is it? Let's go with 12. Now, right here in this picture, 10, right? Now, look what Michael Jordan faced. If you include Larry Bird, who he didn't face in the finals, you got 9 Hall of Famers. Or a few, well, not all of these brothers in the Hall of Fame. So the disparity in their competition is not that wide. And I would take, outside of Dirk Nowitzki on his side, I say outside of Tim Duncan, rather, on his side, and KD, I would take Jordan's competition. You got Clyde Drexler, Patrick Ewing, Isaiah Thomas, Reggie Miller, John Stockton, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Karl Malone, James Worthy, and Charles Barkley. Now you got KG, you got Ray Allen, you got the Warriors. I mean, player for player, I think it's a pretty good matchup. We can skip this one. Look at the Hall of Fame teammates LeBron has had versus the Hall of Fame teammates Jordan had for his whole career. Jordan had 4 total, and Robert Parrish was at the end of his career. LeBron, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 Hall of Fame or future Hall of Fame players. And he's the GOAT, and he went 6 and 4 in the finals.
Wrap it up, D.M.G. That's the time.
Let's knock it off.
Finish up, bro.
Let's just knock it off. It's a done deal. Shout out to the brother, though.
Let's knock it off. Okay. Good round, man. Good second round. Both brothers. Like I said, y'all gonna have me watching basketball again, man. You understand? Y'all gonna have me back. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all know who was inspiring for me? Spud Webb, because that brother was short. And then when I saw him dunk, I said, damn, I could do that same thing.
Y'all short.
Hey, look, you still got that picture with me and you standing there face to face.
That's one of my favorite pictures. You hear me? That's one of my favorite pictures.
Yep, that's the day David took on Goliath.
You got your dukes up and everything. I say, boy, this is hilarious.
Yeah. Okay.
So, hey, you ain't got no Napoleon complex. You got a David complex.
Hey, you silly. Yep. I'm that bigger nigga. All right, man. Hey, that was a good second round. Now, hey, it's time for the Q&A. It's time for the Q&A. The brothers each gonna get put on a hot seat, and they gonna have to answer some questions. And real quick, well, there was a comment, and let me see. He said that Jordan played dead. And when did that take place?
Yeah, man.
I can show you right now.
Yeah,
that's me. That's me.
These people is crazy, man.
Now that's me in the that's my YouTube page.
Oh, okay. It figures you
comment.
would say something like that. It figures.
Hey, look. Wait a minute. Are you saying I'm lying?
So,
hold up 1 second. Let me
so
show
when did this take place, brother? Before you start this Q&A,
I'm about to show it to you better than I can tell you.
He said Jordan played dead.
Can you see my screen out?
Oh man! Hey, hold on. We gotta go to the Q&A. We not
we Q&A.
My questions.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get to that.
Right, that's one of my questions I got. So I'll wait.
I got you. I got you.
Go on, save it. Okay, so.
All right. Q&A.
Everybody's favorite part, the Q&A. I'm gonna kick this thing off. My brother James, the argument king. The brother has been he done brung the heat. He done made a good argument. I gotta give him all the props in the world, but the reality is, I'm sitting here thinking as he going over all of this LeBron rubbish. I'm thinking,
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
But I'm about to ask you some stuff now. Go ahead and start my time, Cap.
Okay, I got you. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see. Let me get it. Come on. All right, time start when you start, brother.
All right, my brother James Cassel. You said you respect the game, so you know what Michael Jordan is, right? Can you imagine Michael Jordan nutting up in the finals the way LeBron James did against the Dallas Mavericks in 2011? Just a yes or no.
I need more than a yes or no, bro.
I mean, brother, I only got so much time. I only got so much time.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes, you can. Oh, okay. Interesting that you would say that, considering he went against substantially better teams, and that never happened. We have no evidence that it would. But again, your GOAT, LeBron James, nutted up, laid an egg, and lost to an inferior team.
Questions?
No. Just commentary after you answer. So Michael Jordan had a tremendous impact on the NBA Finals. Jordan had a perfect 6-0 record, won Finals MVP each time. LeBron, on the other hand, is 4-6. How do you reconcile LeBron's less efficient Finals record with the idea of him being the greatest, given Jordan consistently rose to the occasion and dominated when it mattered most?
Well, it starts with your fraudulent argument that somehow Jordan had far superior competition.
I didn't say that.
Well, you just said
I didn't say far superior. Those words didn't come out my mouth. But go ahead and finish that.
Rebuttal when I'm done. When you ask me a question, it's my time.
Remember, it's my time, brother. So
I can't answer the question.
If you be disingenuous about what I said, I gotta correct you.
Okay. Anyway, well, Jordan went against far less competition than what LeBron went against. LeBron went against teams, one with 4 rings, that's a dynasty, and added KD to it for 2 of them, and another one that it was a dynasty with Tim Duncan.
Got you. So you're saying the greatest of all time? No.
One time it was also had Kawhi Leonard, to the next question. It was coached by Greg Popovich.
So consistency of dominance, because basically you're saying he went up against people who was better than him, but he the greatest. So consistency of dominance during his prime, Jordan's Chicago Bulls never lost an NBA Finals series, demonstrating an ability to close out championships consistently. In contrast, LeBron teams have been defeated multiple times in the finals. Doesn't this suggest that Jordan's mental toughness and consistency in the postseason surpasses LeBron's?
Well, first I'm going to say that what I say needs to stop being twisted if you don't want what you say to be twisted. What I said, the question before that was that LeBron went up against superior competition.
So you're not, is this your answer to this question?
I know. I just want to clarify that without you coming behind and twisting what I say, so
Is
the audience
this
know what I say, not what you think I
so
said.
the question
Now,
is
the next question.
the question is Jordan's consistent dominance in his prime. Jordan's Chicago Bulls never lost an NBA Final Series, demonstrating an ability to close out championships consistently. In contrast, LeBron teams have been defeated multiple times in the finals. Doesn't this suggest that Jordan's mental toughness and consistency in the postseason surpasses LeBron's?
Not at all. What it suggests is that Jordan went up against lesser, inferior competition. Like I keep laying out, 4 rings and 5 rings beats no rings any day. Can we agree with that? Are you saying? Oh, I'll wait to my question and answer period. Go ahead.
Okay, so
rings,
quality of competition phase. So Jordan and the Bulls had to overcome some of the toughest teams in the 80s and 90s, including Hall of Fame stacked teams like the Bad Boy Pistons, Showtime Lakers, and New York Knicks. Do you believe the legend of competition Jordan faced to win championships? Well, you already answered this, so that's kind of redundant. Loyalty and legacy. Jordan spent the majority of his career with the Chicago Bulls and led them to 6 championships, demonstrating loyalty to the city in which he played and left a lasting legacy with one franchise. LeBron, however, moved to multiple teams in pursuit of championships and Hall of Fame level players to try to gain the advantage as he went into the playoffs. Do you believe this impacts either of their legacies?
Not at all, because Jordan played in an era where players couldn't really move like they could in LeBron's era. And any player that sits on a team with an owner who openly is willing to say that he's not going to spend the money to build around the best player in the NBA without question should pack his bags and leave and protect his own legacy at any cost.
So
this is wait, I'm almost done. This ain't about being loyal to a franchise. Being loyal to your own legacy.
Let's go to this. Defensive dominance and two-way play. Jordan was a 9-time all-defensive first-team player and won Defensive Player of the Year, showcasing his elite two-way game. Although LeBron has been a strong defender, he hasn't reached the same level of defensive peak consistency. Doesn't Jordan's superior defensive record and accolades and his commitment on both sides of the floor bolster his case for the more complete player in terms of two-way dominance?
I would say not for a more complete player in two-way dominance, because he can't guard all 5 positions on the court like LeBron can. But you can say that he has more accolades, more fan trophies, more popularity contest accomplishments than LeBron. That has nothing to do with stats and what you do on the court. Go ahead.
Gotcha.
We know LeBron. We know Jordan didn't hold the best player all the time. Pippen did.
So now when we look at their careers overall, I ran it down. LeBron literally faced one more Hall of Fame player or future Hall of Famer than Jordan faced Hall of Famers in the NBA Finals.
No rings.
What's that?
The players he went against in the finals didn't have rings except the Lakers, brother.
Yeah. They didn't have rings because
nobody.
It's the reason they didn't have rings. And so that brings me to my next question. At any point, once Jordan hit his prime, was there ever a player considered to be the best player in the NBA besides Michael Jordan?
No, just like for LeBron until he lost.
Okay, so you disagree that at any given time, once LeBron hit his prime, that Kobe Bryant, Derrick Rose, Giannis Antetokounmpo,
none of them were
probably butchered his name. What's my man name? Jokic.
Prime LeBron is Miami.
A myriad of players have been better than him in Miami.
You can't name nobody better than Miami Heat LeBron. Stop it.
I got you. Or you disagreeing that that's the case?
Or 2018 LeBron, who I mean, not 20. I think it's 2018. One of where he outscored the whole Warriors, led in every statistical category, but lost. Like no one was better than
Steph
that.
Curry and Kevin Durant, none of those players I named were ever considered
they
the
have
best player
always
in the
been
league.
considered number 2.
Wow.
Now, when you talk about Kobe's
and
prime,
you do watch basketball.
No. I need to respond to the Kobe part. Kobe's prime and LeBron's prime are 2 different periods. Okay, completely 2 different periods. So they don't even need to be compared to one another as being alongside each other. Kobe was the best in his prime. Jordan was the best in his prime. LeBron was the unquestionable.
I got another question. So LeBron hadn't hit his prime when Kobe was winning championships, because I could have swore he had an MVP during that time.
What are you saying? 2014, 27? What was that? 2014-ish, somewhere around.
I'm saying LeBron James had MVPs in his coaching days. When
being an MVP don't make prime, bro.
So wait a minute. So LeBron James only hit his prime when he was when he hit. No,
I'm saying your prime is when you are at your best, your most athletic, your most everything. That is
right. And so
let me finish my answer, D.M.G. That's Miami Heat LeBron, and going into when he went back to the Cavaliers LeBron.
So before he got to the Heat,
just because he got an MVP, just like D Rose got an MVP at 22, that wasn't his prime, bro.
I got you. So I'm asking you, before LeBron got to the Heat, with 2 MVPs and a trip to the NBA Finals, he wasn't in his prime.
Your prime. I don't know how I got to explain the prime to you.
It's just yes or no, brother.
No, he wasn't. No.
Okay, got you.
Right, that's it. All right. Yeah, that was a heated 10 minutes. Good night. All right, so now we're finna switch it. We're finna cross it over. We're finna angle break this thing, and we're gonna switch over. All right. So now it's on the brother James and D.M.G. You finna answer all the questions.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm gonna show him how you answer.
And no fouls on the plate.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you
go ahead, sir.
Let people answer. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so you brought up and tried to wiggle out of using a 1999 source talking about you're analyzing Jordan's whole career. It seems to me very clear. Let me finish before you respond, sir. It seems to me that what you like to do is leave out the Wizards portion. That's been happening a lot. I
don't.
Let me, bro. I gotta finish. You can't interrupt me, bro.
My bad. You're correct.
Moderator, please mute him while I'm talking until I ask him a question.
Yeah, it
seems like you're leaving this Wizards portion out. So I want to ask you, how is only his career up to 1999 a complete analyzation of his career?
I didn't say it was.
That was the very argument you made. Everybody go back and look at it. I'll move on to my next question.
Is 1999 covering his career?
Is not the entire.
No, you just answering the question. Yeah, not asking.
Yeah, my next question.
You're right.
Pause the time. 1 second. But yeah, you just answering the questions, D.M.G, not asking him questions.
I got you.
All right, no sweat. So, brother, you finished with the first question?
Yeah. I want to move on to the next one.
Okay,
all right,
no sweat.
Since it seems like he's just been trying to talk about the Bulls years, do you not think the fact that Jordan later in his career, when he went to the Wizards, couldn't do nothing with them, and then we look at LeBron later in his career with the Lakers winning a ring, do you not think that shows that at least in the latter portions of their career, LeBron's is far superior than Jordan's?
I think that Michael Jordan retired in 1998, came back in the early 2000s after 2 or 3 years off, and averaged more than 20 points a game. I think that solidifies him as the GOAT.
They didn't get to the playoffs. Next question, because he's just talking about stuff that ain't got nothing to do with the question. You talked about all of these future Hall of Famers that LeBron played with. How many of them were in? When we look back at them, you put people like Shaq on the list. Let's just look at Shaq for a minute. Was Shaq even a shadow of his former self when he joined LeBron on the Cavaliers? And did he even finish the season?
Outside of Shaq and Carmelo Anthony,
I only asked about Shaq.
The players he played with were pretty much at their prime, and maybe Ray Allen.
So Shaq. So what's the answer to Shaq? I didn't ask you about anyone else.
So out of
you
seven,
only answer what I asked you.
Out of 7 players,
I only asked you about one. Shaq.
Shaq was at the tail end. Correct.
Okay, thank you. So Shaq wasn't even one this, and I think, and again, Ray Allen was the same. A lot of them other players
and Carmelo, that's it.
Hey, look, they weren't necessary in their prime. This ain't time for you to talk. It's time for me to talk. All right. So you mentioned about Jordan being all clutch, but you're not responding to the fact that LeBron's field goal percentage is way higher in those clutch moments in the playoffs than Jordan. Can you explain that discrepancy, how LeBron is like 1% higher and he's taking more shots than Jordan has in the clutch moments?
I specifically mentioned the NBA Finals. I said that LeBron was very clutch.
My question ain't about that.
I didn't ask you a question. I'm answering. I specifically said in the finals, not the playoffs.
I don't care. I asked you about the playoffs.
I didn't say he wasn't. I didn't say he wasn't clutch in the playoffs, though. I didn't make it.
I don't care. I'm asking you the question about it. He is more clutch in the playoffs. Period.
He's not more clutch. How could he be more clutch in the playoffs?
The percentage is a whole percentage point higher in him making the clutch shots than Jordan. Be quiet and stop saying what it ain't.
Wow,
you're wrong. The numbers is the numbers. I'm gonna go on to
okay.
We're trying to change what my question is.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Cap, stop his time. No, I can't stop his time. I'm sorry, my bad.
I'll pause it for 1 second. I'm
just looking for clarity because I never said anything about LeBron being clutch in the playoffs. I was talking about the finals.
I got you, bro. I know what you said. I don't know what it's not time to ask questions, not yours. So I can ask whatever I want.
I got you. Yeah, my point was, I don't. I got
it. He asked you that, D.M.G. He was just asking you. According to what he's saying, he was just asking.
He said I said he wasn't clutch. I never said that.
All right, cool. If you argue, that's fine. But you said in the finals, my question was about playoffs. I pointed that out during my portion, so I wanted to ask a question pertaining to it. All right, now I'm going to answer a question and ask you why you lied about it. In 2009, Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Let me see. Hold up. You know what? I'm gonna switch that question. I'm gonna go off that. I'm gonna switch that. All right. Okay. I'm about to play a clip, and I want you to explain this clip to the audience. My question is this clip itself, and I want you to explain it to the audience. That's where I'm gonna go. Since you want to sit here and LeBron flopping, LeBron doing this. Can you imagine Jordan doing this? I want everyone to look at this.
Okay.
Can y'all see the screen?
We see it. Oh, I see it.
Styles.
Yeah, I can see.
I'll reverse it. Vern Fleming goes right down.
Y'all see Jordan go down? Look at that. Never flop.
Play it again.
Yep.
Play it again.
He missed the dunk.
He's fine.
And now Chicago back for the last shot. Jordan was
play it one more time. Go back to the initial hit. Because I want to see the hit.
I'll reverse it. Vern Fleming goes right down the middle. He's open.
Is there a question though?
Looking for a call. I'm about my question.
Bounced around. Tip. LaSalle Thompson. He missed the dunk.
Let's stop there. My question is, why do you hyperfixate and want to talk about LeBron James being a flopper, trying to diminish his legacy when Jordan is right here on camera flopping? Explain it.
Well, one, you showed one clip of Jordan possibly flopping, but you don't know if Jordan was hurt or not. What are we talking about?
This man got up the court. If you hurt the way he was laying on the ground, if you hurt, you stay on the ground like that. He holds.
No. If LeBron hurt, he stays on the ground. We're talking about Michael Jordan.
I'm finna ask the
I know we're talking about Michael Jordan, not LeBron James.
I'm about to embed.
Yeah, you asked the question.
Right. You answered it.
Yeah, he answered it.
So I want to go into if a man is laying on his side, holding his side like his spleen has been ruptured, laying face down on the ground in full fetal position, butt cheeks in the air, holding his side, moaning and groaning like he hurt. Then when the ball bounces to him, he gets up, picks it up, dribbles up the court like nothing wrong, and sets up the offense. Is that a flop?
I'm saying we don't know. You don't know if the man was really hurt, but we do know the man had a history of playing through injuries, whereas your boy flail all over the place and does a horrible acting job. That's all I'm saying.
I got you. So everybody, we just saw Jordan get a normal basketball play, didn't even get hit for real, go down, fetal position, butt cheeks, face down, ass up, on the ground, holding his side, squirming. And this man gets up when the ball bounced to him like nothing happened. This man said it ain't a flop. All right, cool. He argues about how
look like a bad call.
Great Jordan scoring is. So my question is the fact that LeBron has the most points not only in regular season history, but in playoff history, in finals history, most rebounds in playoff history, most assists in playoff history. Do you not think that bolsters his legacy as being the GOAT?
I think it simply adds to the fact that he's played a long time at a consistent level. It doesn't bolster his argument for the GOAT. However, had he actually won in those finals, I think it would possibly elevate it. But the points were useless in his losses.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Points are never useless. But fine.
He lost.
Well, you can make that argument. But my next question is because inferior competition is easy to beat them. Let's look at this. Do you think that 6 years of excellence outweighs 20 years of excellence?
My answer would be, if it was just 6 years, my answer would be no. But we're talking about an entire career of excellence. Just like you're talking about an entire career versus an entire career.
Thank you. You answered my question.
15 years versus 22 years, Jordan is supreme.
Okay, no, because he didn't dominate for 15 years. He didn't.
Actually, he did.
Look, it's me. It's not your time, D.M.G. Huh?
Question.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not just all right. My final question would be, because like he talked about, we talking about whole careers, where I showed that at the end of the career, LeBron was far superior. If we're looking at the beginning of their careers, LeBron at 22 years old,
30 seconds,
a trash team to the finals. Do you not think that cements that the beginning and ends of LeBron's careers were far superior than Jordan's?
I would say no, because first of all, at the end of LeBron's career, he hasn't even he barely made the playoffs. He's been in the play-in. Jordan came in the league averaging what LeBron averages
got a ring with the Lakers,
as a rookie, 28 points a game. As a rookie.
Jordan has no rings with the Wizards, not even a playoff appearance.
Go ahead and land, D.M.G. Finish up.
I'm gonna say it again. Jordan came in the league averaging 28 points a game as a rookie. That's LeBron career average.
All right. That is it. All right. Both brothers did an excellent job on each round.
I'm surgical with this.
The first round, the second round, the Q&A round. You understand? I'm about to get on the court right now.
Spud Webb, St. Louis style.
I'm about to get out there and I'm finna shoot the 3. I'm about to lay it up.
22
I'm about
years.
to cross over. You understand? I'm about to slam dunk. All right, all right. That was actually a good debate, brother. Uh, like I said, I don't know all of the stats like you two. You understand? You two are obviously basketball fanatics, fans. You understand? Y'all know the stats. Like I said, all I did was just watch the games, and we got to get that poll up there, D.M.G. We got to put the poll in there so we can see who won this thing.
Well, we got to talk to the janky promoters called the Craig and Craig Law Firm about. I wouldn't mind a poll, but they got some reservations, so we'll figure all that out.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, if you ask me, did y'all ask me who won? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So y'all ain't asking me.
You gotta
Okay.
tell us
Now
in the
you asking me.
background, man. When we done, you can't say
All
it
right.
on.
I ain't said.
Hey, all I know, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this for the record. Hey, ISO on me. I'm gonna say this for the record. I understand why they call the brother the argument king. I understand. Like earlier today, Classic Craig called me so concerned for my well-being. And I really was kind of like, Classic Craig, like, what's wrong with you, man? This D.M.G, homie. Like, what's up with you? Like, I low-key started taking offense. You hear me? Because he was so concerned for my well-being, and I didn't understand. But you know how some boxers, even though they know they're going up against a formidable opponent, they don't really know. I understand now because the brother hit me with a couple of combinations, and I grimaced a little bit. You know what I mean? And I only felt that a couple of times from my brother Nobody and Cap 10K, because you know I don't do this often. So I understand why they call him the argument king. Hopefully we can get him over here and he can prove why his name is his name against some of our other competitors. So shout out to the brother for a great debate.
Man, I appreciate that, man.
Yep.
I appreciate it, man. And bruh, man, hey, this was a good one, man. We both zeroed in on the strengths of our, you know what I'm saying, the person we backing, and we argued them to a T, man. Hey, I'm cool with the results however they fall. You know what I'm saying? These debates are always subjective and come down to, you know, personal opinion and preference. So I ain't really tripping, you know, how people, you know, judge it or whatnot. I'm just excited we could get the debate out there. Hopefully it can fuel another debate or at least some conversations where we can talk about, you know, some of our, you know, reasons why we think this over that and kind of, you know, boil them out a bit, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, man, and it was great, man. It was great debating you, brother, man. You came with them haymakers, man. I was bobbing and weaving everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I was in the Philly shell like Mayweather trying to dodge every blow, but they was coming, man, and I had a great time, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, Cap, it's on you, man. I guess we gotta close the thing on out.
All right, look, this is what I thought I was gonna hear a lot of when I came here. I thought you brothers had me throwing for a loop when y'all had them slides out there. I said, God damn, these brothers got slides. These brothers got stats. These brothers came with it. Yeah. So look, no, there was, man. There was, like I said, y'all look, y'all put me on game. I didn't know, you know, saying most of these brothers, you know, saying stats, because like I said, I ain't a super fan. You know, I just turn around and watch the game. But you brothers actually, you know, saying know the sport. And y'all did excellent, man. You know, both of you brothers did a good job. You know, like I said, the slides, you know, saying the stats, all of that. All right. It shows that you actually follow these brothers' career. You know what I'm saying? Y'all follow these brothers' career, man. So, but yeah, like I said, that was an excellent job, man. I appreciate you letting me moderate this debate for you. You know what I'm saying? So I guess how y'all want to know who won? I want to know who the crowd say won this thing.
First, we got to take 3 minutes to close this thing out. Hopefully, Ratchet will jump up here and we'll talk about whether we're going to put a poll up or whether we're going to, get our esteemed judges involved. However we're going to do it, it's going to come to you within 24 hours for sure.
Okay.
Now, y'all help me out.
Okay, go ahead.
Am I going first on the closeout, or is my brother going first? I couldn't.
He went first. So what was you gonna keep the same flow?
Yeah,
how you did? How you started?
Like you close out just like you started the question
Q&A.
Like
gotcha. So I start when you tell me the time is going, Cap.
Okay, time start when you talk, brother.
All right, family. So hey, listen. I'm finna get in my Roman Reigns tribal chief mode. Listen, when y'all watch this debate, whether you watch it on a replay or you just seen it live, y'all should understand why they call me, why I call myself the HNIC. See, he might be the argument king, but I'm the head in charge. You understand? And what I did was lay out a concise argument as to why LeBron James should not even be compared to Michael Jordan. LeBron James is a very good player. He's a great player. But Michael Jordan is the bar setter. Everything that LeBron James does, he has said out his own mouth, is because he's chasing the ghost of Michael Jordan's greatness. I love how the brother tries to diminish Michael Jordan's impact on the game. I love how he tries to make light of the competition Jordan faced. Jordan faced all-time greats like David Robinson, his favorite player, Hakeem Olajuwon, who was picked #1 over Michael Jordan in the 1984 NBA draft. Hakeem, the Dream, said Michael Jordan was the most dominant player he ever seen. He said other players were good, but they would cancel each other out because they were both great players. Michael Jordan dominated great players. That's from his favorite player, Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon, because again, you got the bar and you got LeBron reaching for the bar. And the point being, everything the NBA is today, everything Nike is today, everything the global market for the NBA is today is because of Michael Jordan. LeBron is great. And he's great because of the standard that Michael Jordan set. The bottom line is there will never be another Michael Jeffrey Jordan. But we've seen the things that LeBron doing. We've seen this before. It's nothing new. You got the bar, you got the standard, and you got everybody else. That's peace.
All right. Just landed. Drop a bomb for yourself, brother. I ain't got the effects over here. It make that sound like clubhouse. Pew, pew, pew. You got the clubhouse and say pew, 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 pew.
Is there no one else?
All right.
Is there no one else?
Come on. All right, brother. James, come on, mate. Go on to close this thing out, brother. As soon as you start talking, your time will start.
All right, man. Again, man, I'm James Cassel from H-Town and was crowned the name Argument King. Yeah, I mean, and if you go back and look at this debate, you'll see exactly why. If you notice that his first round, every major point he put out there, I came out my second round and directly addressed. I personally don't feel like he addressed the points I was making, maybe in the question and answer period, but not in the first round. You see what I'm saying? And it's about every round, not just waiting to the question and answer period. All right, so I want y'all to analyze and see if he really addressed those points that I made, because they wasn't really addressed. They was just pushed to the side. It's just every point. And in the question and answer period, directly rebutted his every question with a truly sufficient answer to show that LeBron James is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? When it really comes down to it, with his versatility and being able to play every position, offensively and defensively, like we seen in the Olympics. This man was guarding Jokic banging with him, almost 40 years old, and still showed himself the best player in the United States at 39 years old in the Olympics. It's no question. The beginning of LeBron's career is better than Jordan's, because at 22, LeBron was in the finals. Jordan wasn't in the finals. Jordan ain't getting the finals until his prime. At the end of LeBron's career with the Lakers, LeBron won a ring. Jordan ain't win no ring with the Wizards. And if you want to look at the middle, if you want to, say, hey, well, 6 years of excellence, well, I'm sorry. Years of excellence outweighs 6 years anytime, any day. All right. So I'm just saying, hey, at the end of the day, like I said, man, LeBron not guarded Jokic in the Olympics, Ratchet. I mean, not Ratchet, Geb. So you get over it. That's what he did. And that's why he the GOAT, because at 40 years old, he can still guard every position on the court and lead his team to victory. Hands down, man. And with that, man, I yield my time, man. Like I said, man, he needs to go back home and send me an essay addressing my points in the first round, because he never addressed them, man. And this debate is about addressing points, not looking past them. And I yield.
All right. Brother gave up the last 30 seconds of his round.
Is there no one else?
Drop a bomb for the brothers, and I'm a pew 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 pew, like we on Clubhouse in this mother. Pew 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 pew. Oh man! All right, that's it. That's the end of that thing.
Listen, family. Again, this was a powerful debate. I guess Ratchet not able to jump on, so we will let y'all know how y'all can decide who won this debate, whether it's going to be a poll, whether the judges is going to decide, whether we just have y'all drop it in the comments. Either way,
drop it in the comments.
Yeah, definitely drop it in the comments. Either way, this might be one of those where y'all have to decide. Again, it depends on what the janky promoters of the Craig and Craig law firm decide. I'm gonna leave it in their hands tonight. I'm not the boss. I'm just a participant. Shout out to my brother Captain K. That's my captain. Y'all captain. Captain K, the Gargle Boy of ISUPK, under the most esteemed general, commanding general, Yohana. And he did an excellent job moderating. Shout out to the Argument King for putting forth a powerful argument. He had me shirking and jerking, but I think I laid out enough to squeeze this thing out. But the brother is as powerful and as legendary as they indicated. Like I said, I hope he come back and jump in some of these competitions we have over here on the Versus series. So Cap, any closing words on this competition before we get on up out of here?
No, I think the only thing I will say is for the people that's viewing now, go ahead and drop that in the chat. Who y'all believe won this thing, whether it was the brother, the infamous D.M.G, D.M. Jizzle, or was it the brother James Cassel? You understand? Who is the GOAT? Is it Michael Jordan or is it LeBron James? Y'all know who got what and who got who. So go ahead and drop that in the chat, man. All right, I'll go rest.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
We got Ratchet Craig, one half of the janky promoters known as the Craig and Craig law firm. What it do, Ratchet?
Man, you know I'm janky as hell, bro. Hey, but appreciate Janky Cassel. Janky Cassel know he's my favorite debater. It actually, I think I was the first one to start the argument king argument with him. And I want to take some props for that, and then everybody else caught on. Is I'm telling the lie?
Nah, you ain't telling lies. No lies detected.
Yeah, no lies detected. I started that. I ain't know it was gonna take off like that, but it did. It took off, and everybody else started saying it. But
And I
man,
appreciate it, bro, because it carries weight when people hear it.
yeah, and that's my secret. I ain't tell you that secret, D.M.G. I kind of like initiated that. But man,
you know them haters who say you secretly planning my demise already told me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, but you know what I'm saying, bro, y'all brought the smoke. This was actually one of the most, because I was concerned, because I know Jay Cassel is off the hinges, and D.M.G, you off the hinges. and I thought y'all was going to get along. I was like, this is like, might be a bad Prada classic. And then you put our brother Cap TK in there. He ain't just right neither. He crazy too. So
what he's saying is he underestimated us.
Yeah, I underestimated this. But it was gonna be great entertainment whenever we went out, either way, right? But dude, I appreciate this debate. James know he welcome over here. And James got a lot of demands too. He know he got a lot of demands, and I gotta kind of cater to it. I hate to say it, I gotta kind of cater to it, but you know what I'm saying? Because I James know he one of the people I listen to on Blog Talk. I know it for Blog Talk days. Don't nobody else know it for Blog Talk days, but I do. So yeah, man, it was special. You know how I am with you, D.M.G. We got a partnership, business relationship. So you know, and Cap TK is Cap TK. I might be an ISUBK member one day dealing with him. You know what I'm saying? So you know.
Yeah, I know you came, Cap, that beard been hella consistent. You hear me? That beard been hella consistent, bro. Let the brother that be down there in the school with you. I know he peeped it one day. He was like, "What D.M.G doing with that beard?" To let him know it been consistent the last 2 months. You know?
Absolutely. I'll tell you, next is gonna be all black. There's some boots. You understand? That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, but as far as polls and stuff, we're not gonna do the polls, Cap TK. We don't want to have a winner. We don't want to have a winner. We want part 2, part 3, and that might not be D.M.G and Giant Cassel. It might be somebody else who think D.M.G argument was weak. It might be Rocky jumping out the window. It might be somebody who think Giant Cassel like Gail was in the company. You know what I'm saying? It might be a part 2
I
of that.
love to see Gail. Hey, from Gail and James interaction from the chat. I love to see Gail and James go at it.
Yeah. And they got a bar. They got a bar right now. Based on y'all debate, they got a bar.
I'm always down for a good debate. I'm gonna get one of y'all in here on that Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese too. Yeah.
Oh man, let's do that one. Let's do that one.
You gotta get one of y'all in here on that.
Yeah. Let's do that one. That's gonna be a classic.
Schedule that one.
Hey, what's your stance? What's your stance on that?
All day. I'm Angel Reese all day.
Oh, oh man, you gonna make me go?
You can't have a part 2.
You gonna make me go for a clear person over a black person like that, bro?
If that's what you choose to do, you know what? I honestly don't think it's a bad choice in the argument. It comes down to what you prefer. Me, I'm a guard. Grew up playing point guard. Every time I go pick, I'm gonna pick a big that can rebound good and get that ball back to me. That's what I'm gonna do. And if they rebound and put the ball back up, that's even better. So I'm gonna go for that. I prefer that. Then the turnover queen. The turnover queen in WNBA.
Hey, Josh, you know they ain't the same era. You can't do different eras. You know you can't do different eras right now. Right?
I know that.
You can't do different eras though. Like,
One won Rookie of the Year, and the other one was her distant runner-up.
No, you know what? You can argue distant runner-up, but guess what? At the beginning of the season, it was
ain't no argument.
No, I got you. It was clear cut, no question. It was only supposed to be Caitlin Clark talk. It wasn't. Angel Reese was supposed to be some bench player that got some minutes and wasn't a great player. And she came out and just set the WNBA record for rebounds. She just was getting crazy doubles, 20.
I don't remember hearing she was gonna be a bench player though, bro.
Some people argued that. So there was some people argued that she was just gonna be a rotational player that rebounded good.
That's hate.
Wasn't gonna really come in the WNBA. Players didn't just come in and start. This is relatively new where rookies just jumping in and starting. It's been a few in the years, but it ain't been like it has been this year, where you had like almost all of the top 7 players starting. It just ain't been like that. So they thought she was just gonna be a relevant player, but she made her mark on the game, made them talk about her.
WNBA week right now. The WNBA week right now, like modern basketball.
Though she's an awesome player. Her career got off to an awesome start. But when we talk about Caitlin Clark, we talking about a transcendent player. We talking about a player that's so talented. She went from people questioning whether she was cut out for this league to being not just they was questioning her toughness.
Round Rookie of the Year before the season started.
No. She was a contender just like her contemporaries. I'm talking about as the season progressed, people start questioning her heart. People start questioning her toughness. She turned that thing around and not only solidified herself as the Rookie of the Year, but was an MVP candidate. We ain't gonna even talk about her economic impact.
That's media narrative. Nobody.
Her economic impact on the game.
All right, go ahead.
Alone.
Hey, guys, go right quick, Giants. I'm gonna end the discussion. Okay, Giants, because we might have to do that with y'all too.
We gonna do it because, like I said,
I'm on Larry Bird versus Kevin Durant.
That's what's up. But it wasn't no argument. She was runaway Rookie of the Year from the beginning. Everyone touted her to be Rookie of the Year. Bro, it was no list that didn't have a number one. It wasn't no list out that didn't have a number one for Rookie of the Year.
Number one in terms of
Rookie of the Year,
potential to be Rookie of the Year.
Man, look, she was crowned.
She still had to earn it, bro.
Anytime she had a great game, they blew. Look, she got it. Once Angel Reese went down, it wasn't no question to me who was gonna get it, hands down. But if Angel Reese
went down in the last 2 games, right?
Wow, he say when she went down. Come on, man.
It was about the last 3 or 4 games, but
hey, this brother cold, man.
When
it happened, there was no argument. But you can tell me that not even averaging a double-double. Wait a minute, not even averaging a double-double is better than averaging a double-double. You can't tell me leading. Wait a minute, you can't tell me leading the league in turnovers is better than leading the league in rebounds.
As a rookie, she led the league in assists. What was it for like 6 straight weeks?
With the worst assist to turnover ratio in WNBA and NBA.
She was a rookie, so you can expect that. But what you don't expect is for a rookie to lead the league.
It ain't
brother.
No
she turned her whole season around and got her team on the precipice of the playoffs.
Rookies. You can't argue rookie when we compare rookies. That's not an argument.
Well, okay, so cool. One of your criteria in the debate that we just had was that early LeBron James was better than Michael Jordan because early in his career he got to the NBA Finals. So how can you not still have that same criteria as it relates to Caitlin Clark getting her team, which had 0 expectations to make the playoffs, right to the precipice thereof?
Why did they have? Wait a minute. That's a lie. There was not 0 expectations. I can pull up articles right now with people saying that she should be an 8 seed. Now that is
before the season started.
Let me tell you why. Because she had one of the best scorers in the NBA in Kelsey Mitchell on her team, and the Rookie of the year before on her team.
Yeah, before the season started, you saw that, bro.
Kelsey Mitchell, wait a minute. Hold up. Kelsey Mitchell on up in scoring every year. To last year, she averaged 17. This year, she averaged 20. And like I said, they had the Rookie of the year on the team. Wow, when we talk about the Sky, they had absolutely no expectations because, number one, they blew up the team that was a championship team, shipped off Kalia Mitchell. They blew up that team. That's how they ended up getting
I agree with that.
They got rid of the coach.
Agree with that.
Wait a minute. They got rid of the coach.
What I'm finding trouble is how you don't agree with me.
Let me land this point, though. They got rid of the coach. So there was no expectations whatsoever. The only reason they didn't make the playoffs is because what's the old girl name? Man, Kennedy. Kennedy got hurt, and Angel Reese and Kennedy got hurt when they didn't win a game since, pretty much. I think they might have won one game, and Angel Reese got hurt. So they lost them last few games leading up, but they were 7 seed before that.
I'm not mad at what you're saying about the Sky. So what I'm saying is how you don't agree with what I'm saying about Indiana.
No, what I'm saying is all I said was that they were people who expected them to make the playoffs. Like I said, I do think it's a good argument because I'm not knocking. Like, put it like this: if Caitlin Clark didn't have all the turnovers, I would say this was a runaway argument for her. Even though I feel like Angel Reese averaged a double-double, and she, all-time, rebounds per game record. I do think that's a great accomplishment that can't even be measured. But still, if she didn't have all those turnovers, I'd argue it. But her assist-to-turnover ratio is terrible, bro. It is terrible. So to me, it's like
hold on,
D.M.G. her team's ability to win.
And she don't even have the most assists per game ever in the WNBA, and that's because the games have been extended. Go ahead.
Hello. I think y'all did enough. I think y'all did enough on this conversation. I think y'all did enough. I hear both sides of the argument. It's a good argument, and I think one day we're going to visit it in the future, right? We're going to get into this little time because this debate was great, right? We got to let it breathe and let everything, map itself out. And then y'all can visit that Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark argument.
No doubt.
Y'all can have a little series. Yeah, y'all can have a little series. Y'all can do the Kevin Durant, Larry Bird, or whatever. I don't care. I like this sports talk between y'all two, because I see how precise James is, and I see how precise y'all are. This is actually a good argument, man. And maybe we could throw some other people in there to battle y'all.
Hey, I got one.
Maybe we get Rocky to go against you. Yeah,
I got
against
one
you.
In terms of the NFL, James, what you think? I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Just even though I'm from St. Louis, my grandfather was, so he passed it to me. But I say, despite Barry Sanders' obvious greatness,
I agree with you already. Emmitt Smith is the greatest running back.
Emmitt Smith is the great. You agree? Okay. And I'm not saying that Barry not more talented. I'm saying
now you want to get your LeBron argument right now.
You look at consistency and longevity. You look at him; he only had like one season where he was under 1,000 yards. If you look at
towards the end,
if you look at touchdowns compared to turnovers, it's ridiculous. The dude didn't fumble the ball pretty much for a career. He didn't. And then when you look at touchdowns, most touchdowns, most everything, bro. Most everything.
I don't like this argument for you, D.M.G.
I'm gonna tell you why I stand, Ratchet. I'm gonna tell you why I stand, Ratchet, because football is a very different game than basketball. And we talking about the what's that?
I agree with you on it.
Yeah.
It's very different.
So longevity
team sport. It's a complete team sport.
Yeah, and from a longevity standpoint, football is way more brutal on your body than basketball is, which is why they only play it once a week. So longevity matters more in football, which is why I don't mind the longevity argument in football.
It's good that you said that because I was gonna flip that on you in a second.
And we might could get Gail because Gail disagree with you. Basically, Gail, do you disagree with D.M.G with Barry? I'm a Barry Sanders fan. I can argue Barry Sanders any day, and I agree with you on that. Yeah, I agree with Gail on that.
Man,
So
he
I'm
might got
asking
more
Gabe.
yards running backwards than most running backs got running forward. Barry Sanders.
So
God damn, y'all dirty. Y'all dirty.
You would argue me that Barry Sanders better than Emmitt Smith. Okay, but Barry Sanders don't have the rings Emmitt Smith got. He don't have okay. He don't have the statistics that Emmitt Smith got. So
I'm saying Charles Barkley is better than a lot of people, but he don't have. Dan Marino is a better quarterback.
I gotta ask these questions. Emmitt Smith got more touchdowns, he got more yards, and he got more titles. What
But that's longevity.
Hey, wait a minute. Let me say one more thing, DMG. And he played so many more seasons and still got less fumbles than Barry Sanders.
But it's longevity.
So what is the criteria for being better?
It's just longevity. We know where our eyeballs see. We do clutch, bro.
I'm asking.
Yeah, we do clutch, bro.
They eyeball.
Emmitt Smith separated his shoulder in the NFC playoffs against the New York Giants. They popped that bitch back in, and he ran for 135 yards and 4 touchdowns and was crowned league MVP en route to being Super Bowl MVP.
Hey, we got Gabe in this motherfucker. Say, Barry Sanders, go. All right, with Gabe.
But what I'm saying is Barry Sanders got a league MVP. I give it to him. But when we talk about toughness, again, they popped his shoulder back in at halftime, and he ran for 135 and 4. So when
that's a weak ass shit.
When it, you can call it whatever you want.
Football.
I ain't never seen Barry do it in the playoffs when it mattered. When the ring was on the line, they put the ball in Emmitt Smith's hands. I seen them hand it off to him 8 consecutive times.
What?
With Troy Aikman out there, Michael Irvin out there,
Jay Novacek,
he had a full complete team in hands. He was Kevin Durant. He was Kevin Durant. He was LeBron James on Miami Heat. He was Kevin Durant with the Golden State Warriors, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
What?
Explain why Bob he was Chicago. He was Chicago Bulls.
Cowboys. Emmitt Smith got drafted by the Cowboys.
Even with Arizona, he was killing it.
Hello, he was Chicago Bulls. He was Chicago Bulls 1984. Barry Sanders without Scottie Pippen. And that's what I'm saying about Barry Sanders.
Come on, man.
He's playing 35 years old in Arizona with 937 yards and 9 touchdowns.
Come on, brother. 35 years old.
With that bum line.
Hey, running backs dead at 30 now. And he was 35.
1 foot in the grave, brother.
Yeah, y'all tripping, bro. Y'all tripping. Y'all don't want that image still. Hey, I'm gonna find. Which one of y'all want to take this argument? Which one of y'all? We got to do a team debate on this.
Anybody?
Jake is there and D.M.G.
Now let James take it because I'm too passionate about it.
Yeah. supposed to be retired, bro. You can't do debates, bro. This is your last one. You want to inch it out.
Hey, if they
What's
counted
it,
the yards side to side, hey, Barry might have the most yards in NFL history, but we don't count side to side yards. We don't count when they run back and then go forward.
This is why you the hardest. Hey, but I'm still team Barry on this conversation, but we gonna find somebody. And D.M.G can't debate. This was his last debate. And he know why. He know why behind the scenes shit. He can't be debating motherfuckers. Cause he run a platform. Yeah. So we gonna let you have that, James, on this sports argument. I like that argument though, Barry Sanders versus Emmett. That is a great argument.
And what's funny is
I'm really kind of confused about it. To be true, I'm confused about it. Like,
yeah, nobody would ever say Moss or Megatron is better than Jerry Rice. I don't think.
Exactly.
Nah.
But people would like to play with Emmett.
Exactly. It don't make no sense.
Yeah, we do like to play with Emmett. I ain't gonna lie.
He the greatest.
Yeah, we do like to play with Emmett.
Jerry Rice is the greatest. They both dominate everything at their position.
Yeah. And some people say Terry Allwood was better than Jerry Rice.
Think about who came after him in a way, because LaDainian Tomlinson, Eddie George, and Adrian Peterson all came after him.
Yep.
And he's still the all-time leader in rushing.
Man, we ain't gonna do that. We gonna let somebody. Step up. I don't like this the way this goes because I'm Barry Sanders all the way. I don't like this argument. So we gonna let somebody get in the ring and argue this, right? We ain't gonna do this, man. Y'all piling on too much right now. Y'all might change my mind. This is very one-sided too.
Well, find the opponent. I'm ready. We can.
Okay.
I'm ready.
And you lost that debate though, Dennis Johnson with the Boston Celtics, man.
I don't know who you talking to.
Dennis Johnson, you, James.
What about Dennis Johnson?
Yeah, you trying to make Dennis Johnson seem like he was whack. And I said he did something with the Boston Celtics.
He wasn't great.
Yeah, he was MVP and everything.
He was straight. He was good.
Yeah, he was good.
Good for a long time.
Who?
Mark Jackson, Coach Mark Jackson. He was good in the NBA for a long time. Solid player.
No, he didn't win no MVP.
That's true.
Yeah, he didn't win no MVP. Dennis Johnson could have stayed on his own team and been the GOAT, nigga. Without a championship.
Yes, bro. He was really good for a few years, bro.
Nah, a lot of years. Even with Boston, he was still good.
He was good.
Okay.
I ain't saying
he was the glue.
I ain't saying
he was the glue. Without Dennis Johnson, Larry Bird, nobody would have won them championships, bro.
That's hey.
Just like you trying to make me this guy.
Larry Bird will tell you out his own mouth. Without DJ, he wouldn't have won those MVPs or those titles.
Well, nah, like I said, I'm not knocking him. He good, but Ratchet did make me realize he was better than I thought he was. Though. I thought he was like
you would talk about Danny Ainge. You would talk about Danny Ainge and shit. I'm like, fuck Danny Ainge.
Hey, wait a minute. Danny Ainge was good in his Celtics. He had a few years knocking 20 a game. Now I ain't gonna knock a dude average 20 a game a few years. He was
he average 20. He would average like 10, 11 assists, nigga.
Danny Ainge was on that 1993 Phoenix team that Michael Jordan beat. Danny Ainge was the shooting guard.
Yeah, he finally beat Danny Ainge. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't get a win in the playoffs.
He had to.
On Jordan being a bum, or his team.
Jordan never missed the playoffs with the Chicago Bulls. Never.
Wait a minute. I think he did miss one as early. I'll double check.
No, sir.
I'll double check.
Jordan never missed the playoffs with the Chicago Bulls. He got hurt.
But he did miss the finals late in his career with him. Y'all try to act like that didn't happen.
Late in his career? What you talking about? What's late?
Shaq, against Shaq? Yeah. Don't act like that didn't happen. When Shaq
he played 14 games. We played 14 games.
When he got to the best, you don't count that.
You the GOAT. You the GOAT. How long you need to win?
Check it out. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you
what happened. They ain't have I'll tell you
this. Coming back with no training camp, no nothing, just coming back fresh and averaging.
Playing baseball. He was in
shape. Playing baseball. Baseball shape and basketball shape is two different things. He came to basketball in baseball shape and averaged 26 points a game. That's why he was above in baseball. He was still doing basketball. They was teetering on qualifying for the playoffs, and he rallied them to solidify. No, they was teetering. This ain't the year after he retired. This is the second year when they lost all them players. Horace Grant, B.J. Armstrong, all of them was gone. They was teetering on making the playoffs, and he put them to like the 6th seed. So what I'm telling you is,
he was on the court.
Hey, I'm telling you, I don't mind Michael Jordan losing.
He had Scottie Pippen too. He had the Scottie Pippen too.
Yeah, all that. He had Scottie Pippen and Tony Kukoc. And I'm telling y'all, I don't mind him only playing 14 games and losing to the team that eventually got to the finals. Now, let's talk about what happened after that. After getting in basketball shape all summer while filming Space Jam, he came back and knocked off 3 more scoring titles, 3 more titles, and 3 more finals MVPs. Let's keep it a buck.
Oh,
wait. I think you confused. He lost to what year was that? He lost to them. What, 90?
Okay. Let me break it down for you. I ain't confused.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
I'm the basketball encyclopedia. He lost to Shaq in 95.
I just said that.
He come back 96, 97, 98. Titles, finals MVPs, 3 scoring titles.
Correct.
I think Orlando lost to Houston, right? Orlando lost to Houston, right?
Hey, ain't no harm in losing to Shaq.
It wasn't 6 straight titles.
Hey,
straight titles.
He lost to the best. He lost to the best team in his conference.
But what?
Yeah, that's Shaq and Penny Hardaway, Dick Anderson,
and Horace Grant,
and
Dennis Scott.
Hey, he didn't want to see them Rockets because we always
Dennis Scott. Nigga, that's a cold-blooded ass team.
And when you say he didn't want to see them Rockets, all you got to do is listen to Vernon Maxwell talk about what it was like to play Michael Jordan.
Whooping it. He always said they won though.
Vernon Maxwell say I didn't sleep for 3 nights before I played him.
And you're right. And guess what he did? And he didn't sleep because he was going off that coke.
He say this dude was on another level. And they say, was he the best ever? He say the best ever.
It was like 6-2 in the matchups, bro. Y'all was getting y'all ass whooped.
Hey, listen.
I ain't trying to hear it.
We're not talking about the finals though.
Year after year.
If you look at this is a real statistic. If you look at Jordan's finals opponents during the year that he played them in the finals, he had an under 500 record against them in every one except that 95-96 team where they won 72 games.
You know, and I'm gonna give you that point and give you an applause. And I want to thank you for bringing up that all of his finals opponents outside the Lakers, who were old, had no rings. They were bums who could never get anything done.
No. You got to talk about the reason. Ratchet. Let's let's talk about the reason they didn't have rings. The reason they didn't have rings. I'm gonna give you 3 names, just 3.
Dennis Rodman.
And they ain't D.M.G. Let me give you 3 names on why those teams didn't have rings. Teams with Charles Barkley, teams with Karl Malone and John Stockton,
Phil Jackson,
all-time greats. Let me tell you why that Gary Payton team and that Sean Kemp team with my man Nate McMillan and Detlef Shrimp and all them boys. Let me tell you why that Trailblazer team with Clyde the Glide and Kevin Duckworth and Terry Porter and all them boys. Let me explain to you why Charles Barkley and Kevin Johnson and Thunder Dan Morley and your boy Danny Ainge, why they didn't get a ring.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because they got John Harper.
Three names. And I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up with 3 names. Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
I'll accept that as one.
That's all.
Okay.
That's why they ain't have no ring.
All right, got you.
It wasn't by osmosis that they didn't have rings. It was
Jordan
a reason.
Jordan went and got a 20-5 player.
LeBron couldn't stop.
Bro, I just let you go
from getting rings.
I got you. I just let you go for a second. Let me respond.
Yeah, let him cook right quick, D.M.G. Let him cook right quick.
Jordan went and got players like Dennis Rodman. You know what I'm saying? He went and got a deep bench, going to get pretty much robbing the Pistons championship bench. And then he went and got players like John Harper, who are all-stars, 20-5 the season before they came to the Bulls. Lockdown defender. You know what I'm saying? That's what Jordan went and done. But they want to sit here and talk about, oh, well, LeBron went and teamed up with Jordan was going and getting all-stars and championship players to put on his team after Shaq spanked them. After Shaq spanked them because he needed help. He needed help. That's what Jordan needed. So let's just put the facts on the table, bro. He don't want to talk about that. He had to go get a Steve Kerr to make the clutch shots. And we ain't gonna get on the game against the Jazz where the refs cheated for him. I don't even want to. I can go through and show you the refs cheating, so that they wouldn't have a game 7. But I'm just gonna let land right
there. You conspiracy theory on me.
Hey, all I gotta say, for real.
That Patton Jordan.
Bravo.
That's the only reason he won.
Bravo to this brother.
The defensive player of the year that year because he was statting his Pat. He was stat padding. And that's on record.
Jordan Hey, Ratchet. He said what he said with so much passion.
That's why he had me like, look,
he said what he said with so much passion. I'm kind of sitting here like, yeah, like get him. And then I realized I'm saying get him about myself. And I had to slow it down and really, instead of getting into the excitement and the rhetoric and the inflections and all of that, I'm talking about my man would have made a good preacher. Like I bet when he get into his Hebrew bag, it's an amazing sermon on the mound and all of that, right? This ain't that, and that ain't this. We talking about Michael Jordan and LeBron James. You understand me? So you can have all the inflection you want. You can sound like Bob Costas mixed with Marv Albert. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, you got Michael Jeffrey Jordan literally clamping down on his era. No other comparison, despite the great Hall of Fame players that he was facing in each NBA Finals he faced. Now that he competed in, he dominated no matter what.
With no ring.
Oftentimes going against better teams with better records.
Records don't matter when you don't have a ring.
You bring up Michael Jordan needed help after Shaq and Penny beat him. And so he went and got Dennis Rodman, because most of the team that came together that year was the same team minus John Sally and Dennis Rodman.
John Harper
and Ron Harper. Now you said Ron Harper was 25.
Man, that's a lot of players,
you said Ron Harper was 25 and 5 the
20 and
year
5
before.
with the Knicks.
He wouldn't that. As a matter of fact, he hadn't really played the last couple of seasons because he had a devastating knee injury. He wouldn't the same Ron Harper. Don't be disingenuous with it. Tell the people.
Let's go look at it.
And listen, Ron Harper will tell you this. You ain't got to listen to old D.M.G. Ron Harper will tell you he would, because before the knee injury, people was actually comparing him to Jordan. But when he messed up his knee, he became primarily a defensive player. That's what it was.
All right, let me read this stats real quick.
They did bring him in. That being said, they did bring Rodman in. But that's so Michael Jordan.
About Ron Harper, though.
Real quick. Michael Jordan played with Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, and Tony Kukoc. And let's throw in Robert Parrish, who was at the end of a long.
No, we ain't throwing in Robert Parrish, bro.
Let's throw in Robert Parrish.
Let's throw in these checks.
Check it in. I know. But guess what? And that's why I'm doing it, because Shaq was much more of him.
Better than Robert Parrish in their old age.
I'm throwing them both in. So Michael Jordan played with Robert Parrish, Dennis Rodman, Tony Kukoc, and Scottie Pippen. That's a total of 4 Hall of Famers during his career. Outside of Scottie Pippen, he didn't play with any of them more than 3 seasons. Robert Parrish was at the end of a very long career. Tony Kukoc won 6th Man of the Year and was a very good NBA player. Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, he like managed to know.
Let's talk about LeBron as it relates to.
You want to get away from his live
players, real quick.
You can't switch to LeBron yet.
Hey, Dennis Rodman is a Hall of Famer.
Let me respond. Don't run.
I think I wasn't done yet, though, bro. Give me a second.
You trying to switch to LeBron?
I didn't think.
You guys.
Dennis Rodman is the greatest defensive player of all time.
I'm gonna let you get in, guys. I'll let you get in.
My brother said Michael Jordan brought in all these players. I gave it context. Now, when we get to LeBron James, he couldn't bring players to him because he didn't have the influence that Michael Jordan did. So what he did, he went to somebody else's team and joined them. So then he was the Dennis Rodman coming to Michael Jordan to Dwayne Wade. So that lets you know that LeBron ain't on Michael Jordan level because players came to play with Michael Jordan.
Oh, this is not D.M.G. This is not D.M.G.
He just
This is not D.M.G.
Wait a minute. The same thing he's saying Michael Jordan did as far as playing with other players. Look how many times LeBron James did it. He went to Miami and played with 2 Hall of Famers. Then he went back to the Cavaliers to play with 2 Hall of Famers. Then he left and went to LA and made sure they traded for a Hall of Famer. Then he added 2 more in Melo.
He didn't become a Hall of Famer until he got
we compared.
Okay, no, D.M.G. Let's turn out for you. Turn out for you.
Just rambling. Debate over with. We want to talk about him lying about Ron Harper. Like this don't even.
Ron Harper. Let's go back to Ron Harper.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Ron Harper because he lied. 93-94 with the LA Clippers. Ron Harper averaged 20 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 4.6 assists with 1.9 steals and 0.7 blocks. This dude was a lockdown defender, a scorer, and an all-around player. Jordan went and got him. He admitted he went and got John Sally. I'm pointing that out because they try to knock LeBron for doing what Jordan did. Jordan just brought
Was he a 6 man?
It don't matter if you wait a minute. Let me finish.
No. Hey, I'm talking about.
Wait a minute.
James,
y'all interrupting me? No,
you
y'all
said 93, 94. He got the year wrong. I'm just trying to let him know he got the year wrong.
I know it hurt. I know it hurt when you get called out line, but you got to
James, you got the year wrong. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You said 93, 94.
Yes, 93, 94 with the LA Clippers. I'm looking at it right now.
What did he do? 90? We talking about the Bulls got
him. Do not change my argument. Let me finish. You don't get to interrupt me.
You
Be
said
quiet.
The year before.
Be quiet, bro. I said
put a bead in it, D.M.G. Put a bead in it.
Because D.M.G. he can't be fair. He can't be fair. He gets to talk all day.
I told him to put a bead in it because other moderator is chaos. Other moderator is chaos. Put a bead in it, D.M.G.
No, let me show this because I don't like when people just lie for no reason. Anybody can see right here. This is 93, 94, the year before he went to Chicago in 94, 95, right? The year before, the LA Clippers. Let's go over 20 points, 0.7 blocks, 1.9 steals, 4.6 assists, and 6.1 rebounds. Like I said, do not call me a liar when the stats are in your face. Okay? You're the liar who lied about what this man was doing the year before he went to the Chicago Bulls after he was injured. Now you can say he didn't reach his prime like he should have, but just the year before he went to the Chicago Bulls, dude was a all-star level player that Jordan went and got. Okay? And guess what? He's on a Hall of Fame team in the Hall of Fame, so he's a Hall of Famer too.
Who, Ron Harper?
He's on the Chicago Bulls team is a Hall of Fame team, boy. Is the team in the Hall of Fame?
No, I said he's a Hall of Famer though.
No, is his name on it?
Is he a Hall of Famer?
It doesn't make no sense to say that type of stuff when you have teams that was dynasties like that whose names is enshrined in the Hall of Fame. All the teams' names on there. So Jordan played with a whole bunch of Hall of Famers, bro.
Who was the whole bunch of Hall of Famers?
The whole team is enshrined. That whole matter of fact, that whole team, which includes Ron Harper, right here.
Oh, so we do the whole
94 to 97 is enshrined in the Hall of Fame, bro.
What I think what Ratchet was asking was he an individual Hall of Fame.
Hey, his name's in the Hall of Fame. You can say whatever you want. His name in there.
They're dynasty, but I don't think the players are Hall of Fame.
Let me respond to what my brother said. And
I only respond to one thing you said, and y'all keep interrupting me. Now let me make my I only respond to one thing you said, and that was about Ron Harper. All right.
Yeah, so, go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
Lay out my point in saying that, and then I'll let him go ahead and move it. My whole point in doing that again was to show that LeBron ain't just have these dynasty type teams that he went and got other all-stars to come play with him and stuff like that. Jordan did the same exact thing. So that can't be credited against LeBron when Jordan did the same thing. And you can't put in this silly caveat of teams. The NBA today ain't the NBA back then as far as player movement is concerned. Players don't move like that. They worry about their legacy more than just to a team that don't want to build around them, which is what the Cavaliers purposely said they were doing. That's why him and the owner fell out the way they fell out. He wasn't going to spend the money. But you can go ahead and make whatever point you want to make.
Okay, so on the Ron Harper thing, I think I get what my brother's saying. I just want to clarify. I said the wrong year because I was talking about when he hurt his knee. Well, I'm assuming everybody up on the history, which I ain't saying he not, but I think we was just talking about two different things. When I said the wrong year, I thought we was talking about when he hurt his knee. Either time. because he devastated his knee when he was with the Cavaliers, and then he re-injured it the first season he played with the Bulls. So I was simply talking about he wasn't the same player after he hurt his knee. So that's my bad. I think the brother point was made in what he actually was saying. So I just didn't clarify or misspoke with regards to what I was trying to demonstrate. So, but I think the tail of the tape remains. If Ron Harper was at the same level he was before his knee injury, I would understand exactly what the brother's saying in terms of what Jordan did in terms of players coming to the Bulls and LeBron going to join other players. But he wouldn't what he was. So it's not quite the same. So in terms of, like I said, Jordan got Robert Parrish at the end of his career. LeBron got Shaq at the end of his career, like not too far removed from a title. It is completely different. Ron Harper was never Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade, from an offensive standpoint, you can't point to somebody who Jordan recruited the level of Chris Bosh in terms of coming to play with him. So
you said specifically offense for a reason, though. I like that.
Absolutely, I did, because I already said Dennis Rodman was the greatest defender ever.
I would say I would prefer Dennis Rodman over Chris Bosh any day. Any day. And I don't think too many people would disagree with me.
Well, so it depends on what they think. They both in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but when you talk about somebody who's locked down up and get rebounds for your team, I'd take him over Chris Bosh. Injured all the time, especially when he was with the Heat. He barely played with him because he was sick the whole time. So I mean, how can we maybe for one of those championships?
Not when he was playing with LeBron, they was pretty consistent.
No, he was there for one of those championships consistently. He was sick with leukemia. He was sick with leukemia.
That was like the last season, wasn't it?
He was sick the whole time.
That was the bad season they lost. That was the bad season they lost.
That's why he always missed games and stuff. And they would play him limited games like he did. He'd been sick with it. He came into the league with it.
But oh man.
Yeah,
don't do that,
James. As you get older.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I guess I hear what you're saying, but they went to the finals every year, and
because you had LeBron James and D Wade.
Yeah, but he was a big contributor.
Ray Allen. They had Cassel. Cassel was better than.
Come on,
bitch, bro. They had Jason Williams, brother. White chocolate.
Come on, bro. These late in the career.
They had some motherfuckers, bro.
Haslam is nice, but Haslam ain't nobody that you going out when you building your team. You ain't saying, hey, let me make sure I get Haslam.
Okay. Steve Kerr got the white chocolate.
He want to mention the Pistons players that rode the Bulls bench, but you can't mention Udonis Haslam.
Wait a minute, are you saying Haslam is comparable to a Dennis Rodman type player?
Now, no, I said the ones that rode the bench.
Okay. You can compare them to
we talking about Chris Bosh. We talking about Chris Bosh versus Dennis Rodman.
That's a great argument. Man, shut up, Ratchet. You drunk. If you comparing Udonis Haslam to Chris Bosh.
I'm saying I am saying he had Jason Williams. This nigga had Steve Kerr.
We ain't talking about
Jason Williams was still hooping. He left them and went to the Memphis.
We talking about aged white chocolate, not young.
Markel folks. Hey, man. I'm just saying.
All Markel folks are hooping, nigga.
Come on,
Marcel
bro.
Fultz hooping, nigga.
Hey, what was the point guard for the Heat? I don't even think I said the right name.
Mario Chalmers.
Mario Chalmers.
And Norris Cole was the backup.
Oh yeah. That was prime Mario Chalmers too.
Yeah, but
Mario Chalmers. Wait a minute. When Mario Chalmers left from playing with LeBron, did you ever hear about him again?
No, that was prime. He was prime Mario Chalmers.
I know.
He was like BJ Armstrong. He was a better BJ Armstrong, nigga.
Come on.
I think Mario Chalmers over BJ Armstrong any day, nigga.
He better than PJ Armstrong. Come on, do you agree with that?
No, hey, Ratchet. BJ Armstrong made the All-Star team the year after Jordan retired, and he wasn't there when Jordan came back. He was in Charlotte when Jordan came back.
Beast, bro. You sleeping? How many All-Star games? Udonis Haslem made.
Yeah, he had a real career, bro. He don't know. He had slick making in that motherfucker. He had slick making in the Hall of Fame.
Low key got 3 rings. He got 3 rings.
Haslem is a crucial piece to a locker room. He is a rotational player when he was young and in his prime and can get out there and give you good minutes, like 20 a game. You would want out there for his toughness in that early, coming out that 90s, early 2000s type era. You know what I'm saying? But later on in his career, towards the Heat, he can go out there and good minutes out there, you know what I'm saying? Solid minutes, but you know what I'm saying? He wasn't, no player that you was just.
He's like an Al Horford. He's like Al Horford.
Like, no. You were game playing for BJ Armstrong, brother.
What?
Yeah.
Nah.
Hey, man. See, I was like, hey, man, James rocking and roll. And then you say stuff like that, man. That was nobody.
Does the game plan only revolve around the primary player? So you normally have 3 players that you.
Yeah, but when you say they was game planning for him, you say it like they game planning for him the way they game planning for him.
No. That ain't what I said. I'm saying he's noted. I'm saying
because he's a member of the team.
No, not as a member of a team, as somebody you better worry about on the team. You got your first, second, third option on any team, bro.
Let me ask you a question.
Option is a set team.
Okay, let me ask you a question about
Scottie Pippen. Who don't game plan for the second option.
Hey, let me ask you Scottie Pippen when he was in his prime
team, and you ain't even second option.
Hey, let me ask you a question about Scottie Pippen, right?
He was the second option on that team without Michael Jordan, for sure. Scottie Pippen was the first option. He probably was the third because Horace Grant was still there, and he made the All-Star team that year too. The Bulls had 3 All-Stars: Horace Grant, Scottie Pippen, and B.J. Armstrong.
Yeah.
I think B.J. was probably the third option.
Oh well, shoot, he made it. As the third option.
Because he got the Michael Jordan accolades, right? Everybody was in love with the Chicago Bulls. It's kind of like Draymond Green making the All-Star team. Popularities.
People was genuinely surprised that they were still good without Michael Jordan to a degree until they started to collapse. But people they got off to a real good start.
They lost to a good team. Ain't like they lost to no bums or nothing like that. I mean,
I think they lost to
go without somebody. Hey, look, you.
Yeah, no. When I say they started to collapse, I just mean amongst themselves, not necessarily.
Yeah, with Scottie Pippen and all that stuff. With the
yeah.
Yeah, because I was about to say, man,
I think that Phil Jackson,
bro. You don't have Jordan there. He put you over the top. You know what I'm saying?
I think that was Phil Jackson, great coaching.
Yeah, if that team would have came back and Jordan would have came back that next year, I think they probably could have beat Orlando. Remember, Horace Grant was on Orlando. B.J. Armstrong was gone.
Yeah.
So if they would have had that same team, I think they would have gave Orlando a lot better. With the addition of Kukoc, they would have gave Orlando a lot better competition.
I think I agree with you. I think they would have won if they had the same team. They didn't.
Hey, my thing was.
Remember, we talking about Jordan only played 14 games. I'm saying,
but I mean, like
Jordan still only playing 14 games if they still had that team.
That's what I'm saying. I think they would have won because Jordan.
Other thing I have a problem with
necessary shots in those necessary moments. That's what I'm saying. You have a Jordan there that even if he ain't playing top notch, he still comes through when he needs to come through. I give him that. You know what I mean? I think he would still put that team as it was constructed. That far over the top.
Hold on. If Jordan would have played that full season, they probably been number 2 or number 1 seed, right? So
easily,
they would have faced
it was a number 3 or 4 seed without Jordan.
Yeah, they would have been number 1 then with Jordan then.
And with Pippen being upset about his contract all year.
Yeah. I said they would have been number 1 seed. I'm saying even with Jordan, coming back Houston team though, I think they could have defeated them and dethroned them. That's all I'm saying. I think they could have beat Orlando, the young and experienced Orlando.
Yeah, if they had.
But I'm saying
they didn't have Clyde Drexler yet.
I'm talking about that Houston team with King Elijah they won the 2 championships.
We won the first one without Clyde. We won this, and the second one
I'm talking about against the Bulls. If it would have been against the Bulls,
if we had
Michael Jordan don't retire.
Yeah, I'm saying with Michael Jordan, that Houston team was so great with Elijah was. They weren't got to Elijah was. As the most dominant center.
Yeah, I think
that team was unstoppable.
We win.
I think Jordan got the throne.
We had 3-point shooting.
Yeah, he would have been 3-1. He was 3-1.
And we had scoring in the post, bro. It ain't nothing y'all could do. It wasn't nothing nobody.
That wasn't no different than when they went against Orlando.
And we won. That's why we swept their ass.
No, I'm saying for the
was inexperienced.
I'm saying but y'all.
Yeah, Orlando was inexperienced.
Even if y'all beat Orlando, y'all would have still got swept by us.
Oh wow, swept,
just like Orlando.
I ain't saying swept. I would have said 4-2. I would have said 4-2, but not swept.
You talking about
Orlando didn't sweep them? Orlando didn't sweep them.
You talking about a rusty Jordan, a team that has dominant outside scoring, dominant inside scoring.
Right. Remember, he said Jordan wouldn't retire.
Let me finish. Dominant perimeter defense, dominant inside defense, and 3-point shooting all around the perimeter. We were an unstoppable. Everybody.
Giants, I'm saying that Jordan would have retired. I said if Jordan would have retired, I'm saying even Houston would have still. Yeah, Houston still would have beat them. I think Houston still would have beat them, bro.
We would have beat them. We wouldn't have swept them. We would have beat them.
Yeah, you would have swept them. It'd be like 4-2, 4-3, right?
Yeah. I give them 2 games. It'd be like.
I'm just saying.
We were just saying.
I'm saying Jordan wouldn't have let him get to 7 games just like he always did.
You say that,
he would have knew King was too dangerous. He'd have put him out of 6.
You say that, but you would have had a hard time because you wouldn't have been able to double down in that paint on Elijah one like you need to, because we got Robert Ory sitting over there in the corner. If it leaves off of him, it leaves off of him, he gonna knock that down in the corner all day. Or you're gonna have Mario Elliott in that corner, or you're gonna have Sam Cassel over there in that corner, and he gonna knock it down. And Elijah one gonna make
he gonna get that double.
But think about this.
Hey, Scottie Pippen could block. Scottie Pippen could treat him like Patrick, like he treated Patrick Ewing and shit.
Michael Jordan faced the best centers in the league routinely, though. So we talking about a Michael Jordan that would have had to get past Patrick Ewing and Shaquille O'Neal. And remember, Patrick Ewing team and Shaquille O'Neal team was also predicated on perimeter and 3-point shooting. So you get it down in the post to Patrick or Shaq.
He didn't spank them,
they pass it out. I'm simply saying this. I'm not saying that Hakeem wasn't better than Patrick and Shaq at that point. I'm simply saying the Bulls were well acquainted with that style of play.
But wait a minute. But why did they lose regularly to the Rockets?
They never faced the Rockets in the finals.
Not in the finals. It's talking about when they matched up against them. And Jordan is on record saying, and that's why when Jordan builds his team, who does he pick as a center? Akeem Olajuwon. Because he used to always point out, wait, hold on, man, you talking about Akeem. He was top 10 in assists, steals, blocks, you know what I'm saying? You name it. He was up there in it. One of the most dominant players on the court I've personally ever seen. I've never seen a dude get a quadruple double, you know what I'm saying, in points, rebounds.
No, Dave Robinson is a quadruple double king. Yeah, he's a quadruple double king. David Robinson is.
Wait a minute. No, he don't. David Robinson got one.
David Robinson quadruple double king.
He only
Hakeem Olajuwon never got there.
What do you think he did? What are you talking about?
I can tell both of y'all this. I can tell y'all this.
They took one away.
I'm simply saying this. Michael Jordan would already be acquainted with playing that style, and to the brother's point, why they had a poor record against them in the regular season, you know, it that seemed to be a trend. They had a subpar record in those 2 years they faced Utah in the finals against Utah during the regular season. It like I think it may have been the same way with Seattle. Well, no, that was the year they won 72 games, and I think that was the only season that didn't happen. So my point being, they would find themselves in that situation. I think it happened with the Knicks in '93,
right? That was before we had the Glide, right?
That was before what?
What we're talking about. We're talking about that 6-2 stuff was before we had the Glide. We talking about when they was on their first championship.
Yeah, and that's my point though.
And that's what I'm saying. And we add the Glide to that. Come on, we winning.
The teams that beat them during the regular season, who they faced in the finals, they still beat them in the finals, even though the team had a better record against them in the regular season. So I'm just saying. Yeah, so even though Houston they had a subpar record against them during that time, I'm confident that in the finals they still would have did what they always did.
I know y'all believe in this mystique of Jordan, and I feel you. You have no reason to doubt it. Let me say that. You have no reason to doubt it. But yeah, they not beating Olajuwon and them. With Clyde, it's just too much. It was just too much.
Well, that's the second championship though.
And you got to think about that. We brought Clyde there that year.
That's the second championship though.
That's what I'm talking about. The second championship for the Rockets. That's when we won the first one without Clyde. We won the second one with Clyde. Because we was talking about why we trade a championship team and stuff, but you know what I'm saying, we knew we needed to get better if we was gonna go and win again, so we brought in Clyde. And so that team ain't even had a chance to really build chemistry and gel. They didn't even like Clyde Drexler, the team, except Olajuwon, of course. They ain't even like him, and they still went back and won. So I'm just saying.
So I like how you brought up Hakeem, right? And how Michael Jordan he had this esteem for Olajuwon. This is what Olajuwon said about Michael Jordan in his book. He said, when you put your game plan together, you figure that unless someone has an outstanding night, this is a standoff. The game will be won by other teammates because superstars neutralized each other. But Michael Jordan isn't neutralized. He's different. Michael Jordan dominates superstars. If he were an animal in the jungle, Michael Jordan could lie out on the biggest rock and no one would disturb him. No one would attack him. From his biography, Living the Dream, Hakeem Olajuwon.
And you know what I want to say? I want to say, man, big props to Hakeem. And he only can talk about who he played against, because he never played against a monster.
Oh,
like
man.
LeBron James. Let me just point this out. Let me point out this.
Hey, he did train him though.
I got you. He did. But he never played against a monster.
His opinion didn't change.
That weighs more than him in his prime. You understand? That jumps as high as Jordan, runs as fast as Jordan. Okay, he never played against that, because if Jordan would be, like a lion, going against him would be like going against a rhinoceros or an elephant. You know what I'm saying? Because he could actually, if he played back in Jordan era when they could just run people over, LeBron would have just ran everybody over and dunked the ball and laid the ball up. They would have been trying to knock him out there, and they would have fell over because he was bigger than everybody.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
we had bigger niggas. Yeah, the White Howard bigger than everybody.
Hey, real quick.
Is he running up down the court like LeBron James?
Handling
the ball?
Hey.
Come on, bro.
I gotta get ready to get out of here. We had a minute.
Hey,
we had a quarter to 3 hours.
Hey,
so I want to say this real quick.
No, I love Jay Cassel. I love talking to Jay Cassel, bro.
I could have did this. I could have did this for another 3 hours if my queen wasn't up there waiting on me. But real talk, I understand why they called a brother the argument king. It was an honor to get in the ring with you.
We told you that. We told you that.
You did. I definitely had fun. The brother definitely raised the stakes for somebody like myself, and I'm glad I kind of took it to a different type of thing outside of just talking sports and made it a more informational thing, because the brother was super thorough with his breakdown and analysis. So I got to give him his props. What I will say about what the brother was saying about Hakeem and the Rockets, again, you simply got to take what Hakeem said into account. And given the fact that he actually trained LeBron James, was helping him work on his footwork, and seeing LeBron as a specimen up front, seeing his skill set, helping him improve his skill set, and his opinion didn't change about Michael Jordan in light of everybody else. You would think somebody with the basketball acumen that Hakeem has, he would have seen LeBron and trained him and played him and felt LeBron when he felt his power and his, everything else he bring to the table as he was training them and assessing them on what he need to improve, etc. You would think somebody with that type of basketball IQ would say, man, I think he might be the GOAT, because he know the debate that's been raging, but his opinion ain't changed. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to shout out the brother James Cassel.
Come on, you gotta let James close out. I am. Close out.
I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna go around everybody. He get the last word. I want to shout out the brother James Cassel for a great debate. Ratchet just assumed I was going to try to gank the brother, but he forgot my name is my name. I ain't got to do that. I want to shout out my brother Captain K. I don't know if he didn't went to sleep, but my man Ratchet, the janky promoter, even though he ain't got no faith in me, And last but not least, again, salute to the King for bringing the powerful arguments, the powerful counters, the punches, the left and the right. I'm glad I got on my shades. Y'all can't really see how my face look. It's on you, brother. You got the last word, and then we're going to end this thing for the night.
All right, man. I just want to say peace. Shalom to everybody out there, man. It was a great debate, man. I had so much fun, man. I like the way we had the little conversation at the end, had the fun, the laughter to show everybody, man, we got to have disagreements, man, but it ain't got to be all that beef stuff. You know what I'm saying? We having fun. This sports. This is stuff we love. So we got it done. And, man, the brother came with some real arguments. You know what I'm saying? Came with a few quotes and stuff I didn't expect to see. He reached and went and got some scholars' opinions, said I didn't expect the brother to do it like that. But I give it to him, man. The brother wanted to be thorough and he wanted to come correct, man. And I gotta say, he did, man. I'm gonna leave it up to the people. I think I won. He think he won, man. But I think we both held it down for our sides. I think that the people gonna go ahead and give their verdict, and then it is what it is, man. I'm just happy to be part of this, man. I hope to be coming back for a couple more debates. Like I said, I want to get that Caitlin Clark in, that Emmitt Smith in, and some other topics too, man. Whoever want to debate, I'm ready for it, man. And I just want to thank y'all again. And I'm out. I appreciate it, Ratchet.
Man, peace out to y'all brothers, man. I had to fill in for Captain K. He went to sleep. D.M.G, this your platform that you build, brother, and thank you for it, man. And this is your last debate, brother. My fault. This is your last debate. Well, you might could do the 10 o'clock. You might could do a part 2. You can only do the Prince, the songs with Neo and shit.
So I can debate.
Yeah, I can only do sports with Jackson. Yeah, we ain't doing the serious shit. We ain't doing the serious, the religion, the science and shit. We ain't doing none of that shit.
Okay. I don't know why I don't know why I get ostracized, man. But
why.
Can I still do my presentations?
You know why.
Can I do my presentations at least?
Man, you can't go after nobody like you want to debate, though.
I'm not. I never do in my presentations. When have I done that?
Okay. I'm just saying. Okay, you try to be extra. But anyway, man.
Wow.
Yeah, you're extra. Hey, I be extra, bro. I know what they bring. The type of traffic you bring, and everybody be focused on you, bro. We don't want everybody to be focused on you. We want this platform to be for everybody. And I'm a fan of Jay Cassel. I ain't gonna lie. I argue with that nigga all the time. I call him a bitch ass nigga in the minute. He didn't call me a bitch ass nigga in the minute. But we cool like this. So, you know how to close it out with your favorite slogans and shit, nigga. You know how to do it.
Hey, listen, y'all. I didn't really get to mention this, but tomorrow at 6:15, we got my captain, your captain, the moderator of this thing, me and the brother James just did, Cap 10K, the Gargle Boy of ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. Him and the ISUPK St. Louis crew gonna be talking about Black identity crisis in America. Y'all come back and join me and the brother for that. And if I'm not mistaken, I got something with the brother Antoine Simon about 2 hours before that. I believe we still gonna do that. So y'all stay tuned, man. Me, Ratchet, Classic.
Hello. Repeat that, bro. You got to spin that block again. You said you got something with Cap 10K?
Cap 10K is called Black Identity Crisis in America. And then I might have something with my brother Antoine Simon a little earlier in the day. So just stay tuned.
Oh man,
we'll get the show.
Let's have right there. Yeah, we got to tune in tomorrow. Yeah, tune in tomorrow.
For sure.
The paradigm shift never stop. It never stops.
And we still looking to get that social media tournament started the weekend of after Thanksgiving. 4-man tournament.
If I get James Cassel to this motherfucker.
I mean, hey.
What you think about that?
We need to talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
$150 prize plus that digital social media title belt. You'll defend that thing here on the platform. You'll defend that thing on Facebook, Instagram, etc. on all the social media platforms associated with Paradigm Shift TV 314 and the whole effing show. Every channel Mika Wash is associated with, maybe boring one or two. We will see. But shout out to my sister Mika Wash. She's an essential part of the team. But you'll be defending that title on those platforms. It'll serve as our secondary title, but we're trying to make it so all of these debates and title defenses, when we start these quarterly events next year, each debate on the card with a maximum of 3, no more, and a minimum of 2. Each debate will be worth $150, 100 to the winner, 50 to the loser. We're trying to build this thing up in a real way where it's actually worthwhile for the participants. Past just being able to say they won a debate, they can actually get some compensation for the work they putting in. So we hope y'all stick with us, and we're gonna stick with y'all. That being said, tune in tomorrow, man. We might have 1 show, we might have 2. We'll keep you up on it. Stay on the channel to see those things get scheduled. That's the janky promoter, Ratchet Craig. That been the argument king, James Cassel. Gave me a couple of sharp jabs, but I think I'm still intact. That was my brother, Captain K. He done fell asleep live on YouTube. Shout out to my brother. We'll be back at it again, family. It's Paradigm Shift TV 314. We out. That's peace. Neo Love, the world's most dangerous Bible believer. He gonna close y'all out.
Yeah. I know I got about 30 seconds to make y'all feel it before y'all turn it off these days. That I might not even release this. But I be doing this shit for me, help me get through. I feel like I give until I can't, but most don't recognize it till I ain't. Blood on them covers, she hoping paint. Sorry mama, but it ain't. This world took a toll on me, and everyone that say they love me always seem to fall on me. The same one that call me great, treat me like I ain't shit. I read between the lines, it's written all over your eyes. I see the disappointment in the eyes of the ones who want me dead, but I ain't never been scared, I tried to get there. Sometimes I wonder if I survived or did I die on that ride to that hospital. Demons all around me, I am not mental. This game of life, it is not simple. Last time I was happy, I was popping pills.